We are live. So last week we went on and cleared out the entirety of the underground headquarters, and we went to lower level, and there we found a Huanan ship that was bringing in products, large amounts of reagents for teleportation circles that now have been confiscated. The area has been cleared, and you have been asked by I forgot his name.
Shinji?
Yes, Shinji to no Kira.
Kira.
Shinji is his older brother. To go to Tatsu's
Technically, they
home.
both asked us.
Yeah. Shimada's castle, or Shimada Castle, to inform the Lord of what's happening and showing him the plans of the elven invasion coming and the dragons coming to here in the Nabida region. You have accepted this quest, and it is morning, and you guys were ready to leave. Now, there are two ways to get to Shimada Castle. You can either fly, which will take you approximately 5 hours to get from Okayama to Shimada Castle, or you can take the road and walk, and that'll take you about 5 days to get there.
I think we should fly.
Yeah, we should fly.
Yeah, I guess. We can figure out a flight pattern here.
Oh, my health needs to be updated. That's my new health total, by the way.
Well, Gie is most likely going to fly on his own Pegasus. But we have one more. We have then two more that need to be driven. So that means how will the divide be?
Who wants to fly on
Haru's
top
actually
dude? Who
going
wants to fly on my Pegasus?
Haru is going
Yeah.
to take up Gihei's idea and go and get a couple scrolls just in case Gihei needs an extra later because he figures he only needs one to get there. And I will go get a couple scrolls find greater steed.
All right.
From our buddy with the thing, so I'm going to look up the price. I think that would be on here, but I'm going to run and do that, and then I will do my roll for it here in a little bit.
It'll be 100 platinum per scroll for that one.
Gotcha. I will grab 2 just in case.
I love having backups. Backups are cool.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna check real quick. Just last minute buys. If there's anything I want to grab.
And that is level 4, so it's a DC 14
Mm-hmm.
skill check.
Intellect.
I can get this
Yes.
intellect. I can get this back later, so I will enhance ability on that to give me a better chance. Because as long as I roll 4 or higher, I'm good because my bonus is from having my scroll reading training.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to, just because I think this would be important, I'm going to buy some potions of fire resistance.
So it's 100 silver to every 1 platinum, or it's 100, right?
No, you're right. Yeah, that's right. 100 silver per platinum.
So, oh man, that would be a lot of silver to pay. If I wanted if I want 100, if I want a level 4 spell scroll, and it's 100 silver, so that's 100.
That's 10,000 silver for.
Oh, I can almost pay that. I have 73.85 in silver, So I think I'll try to pay the difference. I'll give all my silver over of 7,385, and then the rest, the other three in platinum pieces, or the other 30 in platinum pieces, correct?
Yeah, it'd be by 30 pieces.
Yeah. And he can keep any of the silver. Like, just to save us time, I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure out, do the math or whatever. Whatever silver would be left over in the difference, he can just keep the silver since he's been generous with providing these scrolls. And I'm gonna get me another level 4. Well, to replace the ones that I used in our battle that I was here for. A level 4 armor of Agathi's spell scroll.
I'm gonna buy 5 potions of fire resistance. Just because those would be useful.
Definitely. Volcano, red dragons.
Yeah. I just realized. Yeah, did realize that I did buy a chime of opening last time. I don't really need this as much anymore because I got the proficiency, but it is what it is.
For when you start rolling ones in a row.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's,
it.
one of-
Yeah.
it's more of an emergency one now. I can
Yeah.
just pull out and go, okay, I need this to work. Smack it.
Is it an attunement item?
No, it's a free. It's just.
We hand it to Ghost Gihei and let him go open stuff.
That's not a bad idea either, actually.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Ghost Gihei can hold
Grab
items.
things.
Yeah.
maybe my familiar, but
Your familiar could actually, because it can use items.
That'd be
Yannick,
funny.
the type of creature I'm wanting to summon, I'm going to send you a link to it. It has the thing on the bottom that it's an approved one for this option, it's just not in the book. It's
Mhm.
from the FTD, the Fizban's Tome of Dragons. It's called a Dragonel. It's basically a small draconic creature. Well, large size, but rideable. CR2.
I do not have it in my database.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can just go with something simpler. Then I'll look and see what the options are, and then go from there.
If you can make one yourself, it's fine, but
Oh yeah, I can absolutely. It wouldn't be the first time. I will turn the fiend spirit into one. So yeah, I will summon my leathery dragon friend.
alright, and those preparations done. Who is Kuma gonna ride with?
Who wants me on their thing or their back, depending on which one.
I'll,
You're my sword
I
brother.
can.
You're always welcome on my horse's back.
Yeah, whoever.
Sure, I'll go on the back of a Gihei thing. It makes more sense. Seems less disrespectful as well.
Thank God. Like, I'm offering it out of, like, yeah, you know, you get
Politeness,
to
but it's
fly,
also
but
like,
it's like,
I'm grabbing you by the hair to
yeah,
hold
I
on.
literally
It's
do not have a saddle.
uncomfortable.
There's no ride. It's just me. And,
Yes.
like, when I fly, he slithers like a snake, so it's not just, like,
Yeah, so
going
it's not
straight.
exactly.
He's just moving.
Yeah. Plus, there's not even if we get into combat. Like, if Gehei wants to fly off and fight something, I can just take over the Pegasus and start flying around shooting at things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably makes a lot more sense than me on your back, and then you're going like, "I'm gonna get in melee." No, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
thank
no, no, no,
God.
no, no. Okay, this works. I think that's everything for now. At least I can't think of anything else I'm gonna buy.
Alright, then it is time for your 5-hour journey to Tatsu's home, Shimada Castle.
Yeah.
Onward, ho.
As you're flying over the large mountain next to Okoyama, about an hour over the mountain, the clouds always stay a little bit stuck in the mountain, and as you're flying around, you hear a screech. I'd like to place yourselves where you would be while you are flying in the air.
I'm behind the dragon.
Yeah, I'm wherever Gay is. Obviously, I have to be there.
Yeah.
I made a new token for the Dragon L, so if you can make it large and put it behind me.
It looks like a Lego character. I love him.
They're especially derpy. And they also, like, specifically in the readings on them, that they will take to people that are exceptionally delusional. And with his swearing off of swords, that has very much become Haru. Yeah, I think we would be just slightly
I love
behind
this
because
combat. This one's gonna be real fun.
I believe we fly slower than anybody else.
Backward is this way.
You're now
Oh,
in the front. You're now in the front.
Oh, Tatsu's up front. Okie dokie. My bad. Put on the brakes. I'm new to this.
I think my mount's the fastest, but I don't want to outpace anybody. So being in the middle works.
You're about 300 feet from the ground right now, in the clouds in the upper part of the mountain, and you hear that as you see 8 manticores flying out of the clouds. With its lion's body, its dragon's wing, and its mutilated human head. Roll initiative.
Before anyone rolls initiative, I don't know where we rested. I guess we just rested at one of those rest stops, right? The peasant or any of those.
Basically, in one of the samurai in the
Gotcha.
governor's palace this time.
I
So
slept in my home.
yeah, if possible, if anyone would
one
care to be able to see the future, to have a 20 on initiative, that will be available to someone.
I'll take that.
All right,
That'd be nice.
Haru, were you speaking? Did you also maybe want it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I could, and then I can give somebody advantage, but
I'll take that too.
I
I just want something.
Okay, in
Yeah,
that case,
I
Haru
think it
will
was-
have the 20 initiative, and I guess Haru will give Gihei the advantage. if that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
good.
We'll just go back to how we originally were, because with my +0 initiative, it benefits me a little more to have the 20.
It definitely does. I just don't want to be last because I need to position my Pegasus for the fucking sharpshooter back here.
Okay, then yeah, Haru will have it.
Advantage. I
Then.
got it. Thank you. I'll take off advantage.
I wish I had the advantage. I keep rolling bad initiatives last while.
Initiative. I know it's on this small thing here. Where that? Okay, initiative style advantage. All right, we're good. Ugh, rolled bad. Sorry, Kuma.
Fuck you.
Alright, then it is the manticores first. And this one will fly towards here, and then point its tail at Tatsu and start shooting with its tail. 18.
My AC is 20.
That'll miss then. 13 will miss as well. And 9 as well. Haru, your turn.
All right. As much as I would like to death ward myself right now, I need to. Oh no, Kuma's dead.
Rip Kuma.
I'm
I
fucking with stuff.
will go ahead and throw. I will use a level 2 spell slot and throw a bless on all of us. And believe because of the find greater steed ability, it will go to my mount as well. Unfortunately, not to the Pegasus because he's not casting it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that'll be a level 2 bless, and then I'm going to go. Come on, this way, and try to maneuver it. And we're just going to fly this way a little bit to not be directly in combat. So everybody is blessed.
Nice.
Then another Manticore. This one will engage with Tatsu in the air and try and bite him. 16 is a miss, then claw at him. 24
that'll do it.
for 4 damage.
I will use my new legendary reaction, and I will slap him in the face with my tail.
Bam! Boom!
Legendary indeed.
Oh wow, that was almost max damage too.
Oh yeah.
Yeesh.
Eesh. Just fucking wallop that fucking poor Manticore.
And then he's going, and then he has one more claw. He basically got you right. He got you a little bit of the torso, and you're like, "You dare strike at a dragon?" 16 will miss. Then another Manticore. This one has to fly to here, and this one will. Let's see. Sadly, still Tatsu. Will shoot with its tail spike to Tatsu.
Ooh.
Crits him back for 8 damage.
All good, all good.
The next Manticore.
What's the reach on the Manicore's tail? Can I ask?
100, 200.
Yeah.
Ah, I thought they were melee attacking them. They're shooting
Nah,
No,
stuff.
they're
Right?
they're shooting. From their
Yeah.
tails come spikes, basically.
Yeah, like they don't mention it, but their tail is basically a porcupine. They get to
I
fire
got
those spikes.
Alright. This one will shoot at someone on the Pegasus or the Pegasus. 1-2 is the Pegasus, 3-4 is Kuma, 5-6 is Gihei. Goes for the Pegasus.
Right.
19 for 10 damage if that hits.
It just hits.
All the others miss then. Another Mantic. That's to here. Has to go for Tatsu due to line of sight. All miss. Makes it exactly, and we'll try and fight Tatsu in the air with a bite. 23 to hit for 10 damage. Then a claw. That'll miss. And then a 16 will also miss. Tatsu, your turn.
Oh boy. These dudes are swarming. I am going to simply, and we're still in the air, right? We're still flying.
Yeah, you're 300 feet above the ground level.
Ooh, that actually does affect me because I have awkward flight. So I guess technically I wouldn't have gotten a natural 20 there. My bad, because I have disadvantage on all attacks while I'm flying.
Ah.
Yeah, my mistake.
Yeah, it happens.
But yeah, in this case, the weakened Manicore, this one, I will start. I'll just bite into him and slap him if I can, but it will not be good. It will be at disadvantage.
That'll still hit. We'll hit again. And we'll hit again.
Okay, nice. In that case, that is my turn, and I get my legendary back.
Mm-hmm. Then it is Kuma's turn.
I'm gonna try target one of the ones that hasn't acted yet. So I'm going to. Where is number 10? Oh, there it is. Or number 11. It's for that way. Okay, I'll attack that one, the furthest one away.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck them. Oh, that's a good question, actually. So like for like, oh, no, I actually don't have the ability yet. Never mind. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter now for now. Let me see, actually. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go for one of the manticores that's a bit further away. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike, and I'm gonna start taking shots at him. So let me just make sure everything's on for this one. Yeah, they're on. Okay, fire. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Can I roll the damage, maybe? Doesn't want to. Okay, I will try rolling damage this way. I do a sneak attack now,
Nice.
plus the thing, and then I also get an extra 2d6 because he hasn't acted yet. So that's 35 damage on that manticore first.
This one here, right?
This one over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here comes my next attack. Oh, that's the manticore. 13 dead.
Misses.
Oh, and also the first attack would have actually had an extra d8 on it because of my other thing I used. So that was 41 damage technically in total. And here comes my last attack on that one. 14?
14 hits.
Oh, nice. Yep, 4 thing plus
Sheesh.
2. An extra, that'd be 34 damage on that one.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, and a D8 extra. I didn't remember time,
It's dead already, guys.
I know. This is... but I wanted to see how big the number gets. It's just it's just like I take the first shot, I hit like one wing, then I try to shoot the other wing. Like I'm shooting at the joints, not through the actual like part of the leather. I'm just shooting the joints. Basically, one gets immobilized. I miss the second shot on the second wing, and then I shoot the third and just swoop right through it.
And the
And that one
falling
goes...
damage comes in.
Yay, big number. Yeah, just slams into the ground. And that is my turn. But I can't really move. Well, I could move, but I'm not going to.
The manticore is dead. Gihei, your turn.
Bonus action, spawn my little guy. Hold on, let me grab him. Blech. He's alive. Let's see, I'll put him within 15 feet of me, so 50 feet of my mount. Guess this is the best spot for him. 3 attacks. I'm gonna make all of them
Oh,
through
wait,
my...
sorry. Oh, it's such a too late to die. Never mind. I was gonna say I had bless. I should have got that 13 hit, but never mind.
I thought
got
it was
3.
already integrated into your thing, but
No, I forgot to add it. It would have technically been able to
Sheesh.
hit. But it's a bit late now. Well, unless you want a little, but I'm assuming it's too late.
yeah, now it's a bit too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my thing now. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Early session mistakes. We get through them.
Yep.
Make 3 attacks through my clone. 1 at this one. Actually, you know what? We'll make them all at this one.
All right.
First attack.
That'll hit.
Right. Second attack.
That'll hit as well.
Third attack.
Hit as well.
May as well go. Use second, but I can use Unleash Incarnation with that bonus section. That's right. Let me double check that. It's been a hot minute since I did this correctly. Additional attack from Yanko's position. May as well do that against the Manticore.
Will hit as well.
Alright. I don't know, but these guys can shoot stuff. I'll have my mount take the dodge action, and we're going 90 feet this way. So he can have his distance. I can get back in the fight next round. That will kill my clone.
Yes.
Let's be... Yeah, this is fine. I'll also fly downwards. So, it's 90 feet this way, 90 feet downwards as well. There we go. That way, in case someone falls off. Hopefully they live.
Then it is a Manticore. This one will fly to here. And then we'll take either the Dragonel or Haru. 1-2 is Haru. Goes for the Dragonel. I don't know what type of AC it has, but here it comes.
13.
And 12 is a miss. But 19 is a hit. And 15 as well, for a total of 19 damage.
19 damage coming from its 58.
Alright, and then it is another Manticore's turn. This one will go towards Tatsu, now in melee range of him, and it will try and bite him. That is a miss. Another miss. And another miss.
Nice.
Haru, your turn.
All right, seeing my new friend here getting peppered with stuff and watching the skill of Gihei, who is used to riding flying mounts and seeing him command his to dodge is like, oh, I can do that. But before I do that, we're going to drop a hypnotic pattern because it's a 30-foot square, so I believe that's how it would work.
Yeah. Or more
I could get more, but I'd be afraid of hitting
Tatsu.
Tatsu. Although I could drop it on the ones that are injured and maybe fall damage would get rid of them. Is that real Gihei or?
That's fake
It's
gear,
not even
but
there.
he's gone. This is
We got the red dot.
This is the 30-foot cube.
Okay.
Yeah, see how it won't quite reach from this one to this one?
Okay.
That's
You
the
can do
difference on
this.
drawing the cube.
So I'd be better off. Sorry to potentially take out some weakened ones, but I think that's best to help Tatsu. So yeah, I
It'll
will
take
drop
some pressure
it
off him,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I will drop it there. I will share the thing so you know what saves you need to make. It says scroll here, but I also have it as as my Twilight domain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
DC 20.
Yep, because of the new stuffs.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here it comes. One made it. Fail. And fail. So the ones that fail take... Yeah, they're not surviving that.
Oof.
Go ahead and write down 2 kills for your Zanpakuto.
I killed them with a non-lethal attack.
Non-lethal, you threw him at the ground at Mach 20.
Yeah. Are you leaking yet, Tatsu? Do you need medical attention?
I mean, I've taken only what I'm at 80 now, so I've only taken like 20 points of damage.
Okay, so
1/5 of my health.
I will go ahead then and I will bonus action do one of my new things because I think it's bonus action. Quit moving me. I kept trying to open my character sheet and it kept moving. Starry form. Yes, as a bonus action, I can take on one of my new forms. So I will begin glowing, and I am going to take on the form of the dragon. So I will begin kind of glowing faintly and whatnot, and will allow me to maintain my spells a little better. I'm just going to fly a little bit, and taking Gihei's lead, I will tell my Dragonelle, who does not have a name yet, to dodge.
Alright.
That's all I got.
Then it is the Manticore's turn. This one is already engaged with Tatsu, so it will attempt to bite him again. Natural 1. 19 is a miss. And 13 is a miss. And then this one here was focused on the guys that fled, so he's gonna fly after them. And you dived 90 feet away, right?
Yeah, 90 feet away, 90 feet down, so he can
Yeah.
definitely reach us with
Yes.
ranged attacks.
And he originally attacked your Pegasus, so he will do that, only this time with disadvantage.
It's got to beat a 19.
Good
Nope.
thing it was disadvantage. All of them miss.
This is why you buy armor.
Apparently having the high ground or the high air doesn't really work with aerial combat. Alright, and this one here will towards Tatsu and also crash into him to try and bite him. So basically, hanging in the air is Tatsu with three manticores trying to rip him a shred. That'll miss.
I've seen this man fight a Baylor. He's fine.
A
That'll work
24
out.
will hit for 5 damage.
And I will tail slap him
Mm-hmm.
at disadvantage, so it's
Will
the
still
same.
hit. And then the final claw. 12 is a miss. Tatsu, your turn.
Great. This weakened one, I'm going to try and kill him first. We're going to bite into his neck.
Mm-hmm.
A 20.
20 will hit.
Then claw and claw.
19 damage will kill him.
Oh, great. I'm going to go in order here, so we're going to go to this guy next. So a 23.
Will also hit. 19 will also hit.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just going to keep holding it down.
Alright. Then it is Kuma's turn.
Aiming for the injured, what do you call Manticore over there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna start shooting at him. First attack.
That'll hit.
Hit. 25 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That was on the injured Manticore, by the way, the one that's over here.
I thought you were going for the one going near you.
No, I was going for like this one.
Alright. Still standing.
Yeah, shoot next attack at him.
Will also hit.
21.
That'll kill him.
Nice. That is my turn.
Alright. Gihei, your turn.
Alright. Well, I don't want this guy going after this guy, so I want to keep him engaged. My mount will take the dodge action again, but we'll fly up to about, let's say, how do I want to do this? This won't kill likely. Put here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go straight for it. I'll activate as a bonus action my Eldritch Claw tattoo and start swinging. First attack,
All right. That'll hit.
second,
Will also hit.
third.
Also hit. Give me a sec to do the math, because maybe you killed it. 21, 23, 26, 29, 36, 46, 52, 72 damage. Yes, you killed it. Add a kill to your Zampacto as you go with your claws as the Manticore is strike down from the air.
Gotcha. Right, so that was roughly 20 feet. I got another. Yeah, I could get to the other one just fine. Fly over to this guy. Get within 15 to 20 feet of him. And I'll action surge. See if I can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
17 hit.
That'll hit. Yeah, all of them hit. 25 damage, 30 damage, 48, 49, 59, 68. You killed it exactly.
Woohoo! That I was worried a little roll rolls, but that was perfect. All right,
Yeah,
that'll be it for me.
Alright, and then it is the turn of the last Manticore, who is still engaged with Tatsu, so I'll bite. 20.
That does hit, and I'll slap him.
That'll hit back. And then he will claw. Both of those miss, and then it is Haru's turn.
All right. Seeing Gihei fly up to help me, I just give a quick thank you, and then because I was starting to panic, and I feel they can probably handle that one, so I'm going to use a 4th level spell slot and cast Death Ward on myself, which will also transfer over to my Dragonelle because it's only targeting myself.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bonus action, I'm probably not within range. Oh, I'm barely within range to throw a healing word. I will throw a base level 1 healing word because it looks like they're doing just enough damage that maybe that'll counter one small hit. So find it on my character sheet here, and healing word level 1. Get you 8 hit points back, Tatsu.
Nice.
And then I'm going to just, because I've only got 60 feet of flying, I'm just going to get over kind of where I can keep an eye on anybody if anybody starts to fall.
Alright, Tatsu, your turn. The final Manticore.
Bite Claw Claw. Oh, that's a miss.
Yes. And only because it's a natural one, else it would have been a hit.
So sad.
This wasn't been nice.
Yeah.
Manticore is still standing.
That's it. I don't actually, I will use my bonus action now that this is the last guy to just make a perception check around, just checking for any more manticores or anything coming out the woodworks.
Go ahead. With a 12, you see nothing.
All good. That's it then for me.
Kuma, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna fire this Manticore, obviously being the last thing I can hit. Pew.
That'll hit.
For 24.
Still standing.
Yeah, last attack. 15
Will hit.
for 23.
And the last one has been defeated.
Nice. Got a nice few kills in that one.
And the battle is over. As the manticores lie defeated, the clouds that they were hiding from start dispersing a bit.
Can I make an Arcana check? Does it seem like those were magically summoned clouds, like somebody had set a trap for us, or did they seem like natural clouds?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I will do that as soon as my mouse will decide it wants to cooperate. I'll have dropped Bless, but I will cast Guidance on myself for this. As I told the group, that might have been some kind of magic. I'm not sure.
It was a sort of magic, an innate magic of a manticore lair, where a place where there's multiple manticores together, the weather effects make it easier for them to hunt.
Very
Meaning
cool.
that
So
it
yeah, I will actually.
disperses, it means that all the manticores in the area are dead.
I will explain that then. So that it's the effect of a lair-like thing. We wouldn't know if they have an actual physical lair around here without searching.
Yeah.
So I will just relay that information. I'm aware we're in a hurry, but they may have had some form of a lair with young or captured people that they were going to eat. They had humanoid faces. I've never seen one before, but could they take prisoners? I don't know.
I guess it depends. What do we know about manticores then, actually?
They are experiments, wrongful experiments by powerful wizards in a long, long past. They were made to specifically hunt human targets and to consume them eventually when they've grabbed them. Think of it like a special tool for escaped slaves.
Mm.
They do have a mild intelligence due to their human brains, and tend to have lairs where they store in a little bit of treasure.
Well, we could. I mean, I don't think it would hurt to take a quick peek around. It would only be, we're already like halfway on this journey to Shimada Castle. I don't think it would hurt to take a little bit of time to check out the area. Make sure there are no more of these creatures about.
I do not mind hunting these foul beasts.
Great.
Sure.
So I have detect magic at will, but I also have locate objects at will for gemstones. Would Manticore, like, if there was like a wizard or something around, or like a lair, do you think they would have gemstones? Because then, I mean, that would technically.
Generally, what manticores loot is what they pick off of travelers that have the other unfortunate luck of encountering a manticore.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw one out anyways. It's at plus 11,000 feet now, so it's 12,000 feet detection range for the locate objects for gemstones at will.
Sadly, there are no gemstones in the vicinity that you can detect from this mountain.
All good. in that case, as we start searching, I am going to keep a detect magic on around me since it's 30 feet to try and help me search for what any of these, since they're magical in some senses, Haru was talking about, maybe that might help.
Alright, and as you guys are looking for the lair, you can make investigation checks.
If I can fly over close to Kuma, nope, never mind. Kuma already rolled. Never mind.
It would take the D4 out of there, but that's only a +2 to that, so it's still a
26.
I was going to guide you anyway, if that would be allowed, because I was going to guide both of us, and
Okay.
then.
Or you can only and I would say that guidance wouldn't work for this one anyway, because you spent multiple time. You spent more than 1 minute looking for the lair.
Okay, cool. So I'm just a 25 then.
26 then.
I'm not good at investigation, man.
Yeah, I took
As
a level
you,
in rogue there. I was able to get expertise, so I can actually get good at finding traps now and
As
opening
you
doors.
spend some time looking around for a potential manticore lair, it takes about 40 minutes before you guys finally find a large cave that could work. Like from the entrance of the cave, you see bones of humanoid creatures or other animals. And would you like to enter the cave?
Ooh, let's give it a, maybe don't rush in here. If we want to give it a quick outside search, does there seem to be any like, can we notice anything from here?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
That one I could probably work with. Oh, but he's good. You rolled a 30.
A 19, anyone that rolls a 19 is going to do pretty well.
Alright. You don't spot anything that looks like a trap. You spot a couple of locations that look like manticore sleeping areas. And inside is probably and inside those nests is probably some of the treasure that they've captured.
Earlier you said that I know that the clouds are summoned when they're hunting. Would I know if, like, their lair, their physical lair itself would have been clouded as well?
I said that in terms that cloud is only there when the manticores are there and still alive. So that would mean that you
Yeah.
killed all the manticores.
Okay, I was just double checking on that one if it would have affected their actual lair. So I will reiterate. At least there are no manticore unless someone moved in rather quickly. Let's still be on our toes.
I'll leave my Pegasus outside. Don't want rocks to fall and kill it. Who knows what's in there?
Inside you go. There's a dark cave, hard to see. Stinks a lot like rotten meat. And as you go further in, not much happens. You see the different nests, and you can see the treasure inside the nests. A total of 97 silver pieces are inside the nest, and 2 potions of healing. And what you can see is a golden statue of a dragon, which looks like the holy golden dragon. So this was probably stolen from a monk or pilgrim that traveled the mountains.
Whatever's. If we get attacked, I will be considered prone.
Mm-hmm. And that is about it, what you find.
Well, we're gonna have to do something about that. He looks over at the statue.
Be returned. This needs to be taken to a temple or other such site.
Problem is, how big is it? Is it like too fucking big to move, or
It's
is well, no,
it's about the same size as a GA.
that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Tatsu, are you able to lift that?
As far as like weight goes, I mean, right now Haru has a higher strength score than I do. I have a 22 strength, so
But you're considered a large creature, so your
So it
strength
doubles it.
doubles
I
your
don't think
fire capacity.
I mean, I guess I technically
No, you're
am large.
No, like no matter what, as long as your creature size is big, you get it automatically. It's not like a feature; it's just a part of being larger.
Hmm.
You don't need to be considered like a powerful build or anything. If you're considered powerful build, you'd actually have a huge strength wise.
Like for example, you can lift, I believe, 1320 pounds max, and Haru can lift 810 pounds max.
Well,
So
I don't
that's
know.
500
I
pounds
guess.
more, but that's only because you're a bigger creature.
Yeah, I guess with that knowledge, I mean, would I be able to lift this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, the problem is like, how many hours away are we from Shimada Castle?
About you'd had 1 hour of travel, so you're about 4 hours away.
4 hours of just traveling, carrying this thing is gonna be, I would think, would be kind of tough. But I mean, I
To be fair,
guess
like,
it.
your carrying capacity is like your comfortable weight that your character could manage on a long journey. Because like,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like as if you would I see because like I can carry up to like 500 pounds. If I have that on my character, I don't gain exhaustion from going in
yeah.
within my carry capacity.
It's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, I of course, like, I am literally a dragon, so this is super offensive to me. But yeah, I'm down to carry it all the way.
But this isn't offensive. This is a statue made in gold of like a dragon. This would
Yeah,
be a
well,
worship object.
it's more, well, it's offensive in the fact that we don't have it. It's like someone was out
It's not
here.
where it needs to be.
Yeah, it's more because gold in this land is given to temples or palaces because it's given to dragons and whatnot. So the fact that it's here in a cave is like, what the hell?
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I'll carry it. I mean, if we want to clear out the rest of this cave first, make sure there's nothing left, and then grab all this shit. I mean, I'm down to. I'll just carry it.
Is there anything else, DM?
Not much. When you walk towards the end, there's like a water source, but unless you want to start diving into the underground river, there's not much to noticing.
Yeah, we don't need to go that far. Do
I
we?
think that it's the nest is like as long as there's nothing here in the nest. I mean, I don't think manticores are like swimming creatures, so I think they probably don't got nothing down there.
But also, gamblers always quit when they're about to hit. I hate the fact because he mentions when we died, and my brain just goes like, but. Oh boy.
I mean, if we want to, I mean, I'm down to like see if we want to try. Like, I mean, if y'all feel like y'all want to give a deep dive into this, river.
Could I take
mean,
a Could I take a look in the water, TM? I can't help myself. I want to take a look at the
Sure
water.
thing. Make a perception check.
He gets eaten by sharks. He gets eaten by sharks.
This is my life. A 20.
You seen as you look into the water, it is pretty hard because there's like a current. It's not the cleanest water, but you don't see anything of interest to you inside the water. Maybe an underwater fish, depending on how much you like fish.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything down there. It's all right. So we go then.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
start
get the heck
picking up
outta
this
here.
statue then.
Alright. As you fly further on,
Because it lasts. Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
To make, I know he doesn't necessarily need it, but for the story-wise, I will walk over to Tatsu and my Lord Tatsu. This will at least make you feel a bit more comfortable, and I will cast Bull's Strength through Enhance ability on him, and it'll be up for an hour at least. It'll give you an hour of comfort. It'll double your carrying capacity.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Mechanically, it's not going to do a whole lot for you, but narratively, it makes Haru feel
I could
better.
probably one-arm this thing. Yeah, I'm down.
You can now carry 2,640 pounds. You
Damn.
can lift a car.
That, and it was also the only enhance ability I've never done in a Yannick game, so I kind of wanted to.
Alright. As you fly back on course, down the mountain now, you see a river and a fox drinking from the river. As you see 3 owlbears trying to get closer to the fox very stealthily.
Remembering the strange fox we saw before, would it be like a nature check to see if it resembled that one that we saw before?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not phenomenal with these, I don't think. I may have taken druid levels, but I'm not necessarily naturey. Oh, maybe I am.
Looks exactly the same as the previous one you saw.
I will relay that. Lord Tatsu, I believe that is your friend from before, and I will be preparing to aid Tatsu if Tatsu decides to make the dive.
Oh, wait, was it Haru or was it who was it that was with us when we chased the?
It was
can't
We all
Haru.
see, yeah, but we also
You-
all seen the fox as well, so it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just like
yeah.
a separate thing.
No, I was just like I couldn't remember if Haru was the one. I couldn't remember which one it was,
Haru
but
had just taken over because I quit because we came to the bridge thing and I was worried about the allies, so I turned back.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, he will seeing the fox getting chased by these owlbears. Yeah, he'll be like, all right, let's go, and I'm gonna fly in, and as he's flying over, I guess I'm just gonna fire breath these owlbears.
Alright. Oh darn.
Big
The
breath.
others are gonna have a rough time.
Well, every level the breath goes up by a d6, so it gets pretty good.
So it's currently 12, or what is your level?
I'm
You're
10.
10. You're 10.
Yeah.
Only one made it. As the owlbears look up, the fox sees Tatsu do that and goes, "Ka, ka, 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 ka!" Roll initiative.
Awesome.
Oh, I need to move my character.
Question is, shall the owlbears get a turn?
Probably not, knowing what we've currently got going.
Alright, Gie, you're first.
All right. Move to about here. And I'll attack the front one. Or top. First attack. No bless this time. No Eldritch Claw this time. So let's click some stuff off. There we go.
15 will hit. 29 will hit, and that'll kill it. One owlbear down.
Move to here. Bonus action. Unleash Incarnation behind it. And then I'll continue my assault. And then the extra hit from Unleash Incarnation.
Mm-hmm. And that will kill that one.
Alright, there we go. And the owlbear will get an A up as I move away for my friend.
All right. It will then do an A up on the Pegasus because it has to do it. It has to do it on that one, but
No.
misses.
Gotcha. That's it for you.
All right, Kuma.
Just gonna attack the owlbear. Pew.
That'll
Ooh.
miss.
Pew.
That'll hit.
2d6. So 29. Last attack. Also hits for 21 plus 2d6. 11. So 31.
Creature
32,
has
sorry.
been defeated.
Yep.
Give me a sec to do the XP calculation. Alright, that is done. The fox waggles its tail and starts chirping against you guys.
Can I speak? Or should I speak? Can I? Sorry. Bleh. I'll cast speak with animals as one of my uses of my thing.
Well, Jolly, thank you so much for saving my life.
Wow, I get that right because that's one of my new spells I picked up, so I throw it up and go, do they all sound like this?
No, I am a noble fox. Thank you all for your service and helping me. Now let me repay you by giving you the chance to do a Kitsune trial.
Oh, he's going to offer us a trial today.
Guys,
Obviously, other
do you
people don't
remember-
understand it, so I'll tell you guys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys.
I was gonna say, thank God, because this trial thing, I think that's what we did last time. That apple that I ate at the end made me feel awesome, by the way. So, I mean, we should definitely try this, 100%.
Let's go, little friend.
All right, follow me. He brings you to a old statue and says to you guys, "You must pray correctly to this. Good sir. Then you can advance to the next trial."
Oh.
That'd be a religion check.
My one weakness. Intelligence-based checks.
My friend, are we allowed to enhance ourselves in any way, or do you want us as we are?
You may do whatever you want, but if you are not quick enough, you will fall behind and you will fail the trial.
All right, so I will just
Cheerio.
be using quick guidances.
D4's all right.
No, on me. I can't. Because he said I have to be fast. I can't throw guidances on everybody, I don't think.
About a 15.
I'm gonna use my
12.
inspiration to roll again. Ugh, both were bad. Ah, the first checks keep being against me, Said.
I rolled the highest. Hooray!
Gihei is the only one that succeeded. So you
I
see,
chased the fox.
So you see Gihei go into a trance as Gihei is now with the fox as the fox disappears inside a completely different location, a room, and it's a cubic room, and the walls are all different colors, but they're like colored in different blocks of colors. So yellow, green, blue, red. And in the middle of the room, there is a table with two cubes on there. One is a cube that is the same as the room with all sorts of different colors, completely shifted. And the other one is a cube with each color being exactly the same. The fox taps with its paw on the cube with all the different colors and pushes it towards Gihei, and then pats on the other cube that looks right, and Gihei has to solve a Rubik's Cube within a certain amount of time. That is a
Oh,
investigation check.
All right.
You have succeeded. You have successfully solved a Rubik's Cube. As you
That's amazing.
move the Rubik's Cube, what you see is that the room also starts changing colors, aligned to your Rubik's Cube. And you get transported to another area. This time, you are at a large tree with a bunch of corpses around. And each corpse has a apple in their hands with a bite in the apple. The tree still has lots of apples, and the fox climbs up, grabs one apple, and eats it without any problems. And basically in this check, you have to figure out which apple is healthy to eat and which one is poisonous to eat. That'll be a nature check.
Can I cheat it with my clone?
You can try.
I'll have my clone try the apple. I'll try the ones at the top first.
All right. You take a bite from your clone takes a bite, and the clone eats a poisoned apple and disappears.
Oh, that means it works. As I go around using my clone to find the right apple.
And here's the thing. The apples that go away keep respawning, and new apples grow up. You can try and make a nature check with advantage.
All right, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
13.
13. You take a bite from an apple. You finally think that you have the right one, but yet you take... What's the wrong dice? 12 poison damage.
All right. Oh, that's not so bad.
Depends how many tries you do.
Well, keep going. Have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to hit something eventually. Also, my rolls are at there. 17.
You found finally a good apple. As you come to the ancient Kitsune temple, as the Kitsune has its plate with fruit and gifts you one.
Thank you.
Fox gestures you to eat it,
I will.
and you gain a +1 on your Constitution score.
That's nice. Constitution went up to 15.
Alright. Then you awaken with the other back at the statue with the others, as the fox has disappeared.
Were you successful in your trial?
I was. Surprisingly. I was pretty bad at everything we tried.
Yes, most of these trials involve several different facets of abilities, but they're well worth it if you're able to pass.
I did eat a poisoned apple, but honestly, it did less to me than 40 steel wind strikes I took
I
in yesterday.
immediately cast Lesser Restoration. I will use the spell slot.
No, I'm fine.
Just in case. Things tend to linger.
Thank you.
How long was he in the realm? Just as long as you took for it, or would that have been a short rest time?
No, he'd be there in he would probably be away in like a maximum of 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's stretching it to its furthest.
Hey, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question because that won't come up now, but it'll come up at some point. One of my abilities later on allows me to, when I short rest, I reduce a portion of exhaustion. The other way you also have obviously the optional rule or your rule where you can do like a 10-minute quick rest and you get an exhaustion. Would that cancel that out?
Could you
Because it's
did me show me the text?
EIS. Let me just take it real quick. Again, I'm only asking
Because I'd have to read the specifics to to answer it.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Because that
Because
would
if it
be
says exactly after the rest, like for example, or if it has like a specific wording,
yeah. No, I'll
the
get the
answer
text.
could be yes or no.
Let me just snip. I don't have it yet, obviously, but it's just because it'll come up at some point. I'll put it in our D&D chat. Not the first bit; it's the second. It's the last line. It'll only matter to this bit. I put it on what do you call it? Discord there. Sorry.
Yeah, that would cancel it out. Yeah.
Ooh.
That wording.
Well, that's allowed. Then at some point I will get level 10 ranger because that will be a definite benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Quick short rests without exhaustion. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Cool.
Hey, Reese. How often do wild shapes come back?
All chips come back. All expenditures come back on a short rest,
Thank you much.
and you only have 2.
Yeah, I knew that.
And they're
Yeah.
also limited to no swimming creatures, no flying creatures, and stuff like that because of your level.
Yeah, I don't think I will ever use those. It's mainly for the starry form.
Mm-hmm.
It's helpful if you want to sneak somewhere.
Yeah. That actually is a good point. At some point, you might end up using it for that one reason.
Being a spider is not going to get you attacked with the vehemence of being an intruder. Although maybe. If they
Depends on
figure out
it
it
depends on the
depends
guard.
on
I
the
feel
person.
like, yeah, the guy's just like utterly terrified of spider to try to crush any spider he sees.
Fuck you, spider.
Yeah, you find your way. You hide away somewhere, and eventually he finds you again. Like, oh, fucking found that spider. I hate spiders.
Find out the Emperor is extremely afraid of spiders. He goes, burn this fucking palace down.
I would need a new palace anyway. Burn it. Oh, I just instantly flame breasts like an entire portion of the palace he's in.
While he was doing his trial, Tatsu, are you in need of any extra healing?
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty okay. I think I'm only down like 23 HP, so I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going because my ride here took a little bit of damage, and if you needed it, I was going to do a little shenaniganery to get some healing back. But he's
We
good
still have a
until
few hours,
yeah,
of
and
travel. I think
he's good
we'll be all right.
until he will survive until our ward kicks in.
Yeah.
Alright. As you travel further on, now that you're out the mountain range, you're in the forest Flying across the forest is a lot safer than the mountains. And as you continue onwards, you can already see from afar Castle Shimada.
Nice.
A large castle on top of a mountain with on the backside water, basically only one entrance through a path that is heavily guarded. And there you can see it, Shimada Castle.
As we close in, I will fly kind of near everybody and remind them something I hadn't actually told them because I realized I hadn't carried it over. I spoke with the masters of the temple yesterday a bit after our fiasco, and it would appear that Brother Hoseki has not checked in on his mission. You all traveled with him and would know he was, as far as I knew, he was one that would rapidly annoy the masters and whoever else he could with his magic. So let's be on our toes wherever we go looking for the last scroll because something may have happened.
Concerning. Once we're done with this, I suppose we shall go looking for him next.
Ah,
I believe he was headed in this direction at least.
No, you guys are currently going north. He was going south.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to one of the bigger cities. I had him confused.
I'll have to go looking for him. Can't let our friends go dying without us.
Basically, here is the path for if you're walking for Shimada Castle, and everything around here is like a 600 feet fall if you were to try and climb up there.
Ah.
Oof. Yeah, I guess, I will approach the gate whenever we arrive, and I'm going to announce my arrival.
One of the guards, here's it, and hey Tatsu, welcome back.
Thank you, my good soldier. These are allies of mine, and we have arrived to report to the Lord.
The Lord isn't in here right now, but you can talk to Sensei Iwata. He is in charge of the castle for now. We'll open the gate for you. As the large gate here opens for you to enter.
Sensei Iwata, I have arrived.
Welcome back, Tatsu. He does a deep bow towards you, and then quickly turns around. Hold that sword right up! And the samurai in training immediately scared because they're looking at you guys. Turn around and go back into fighting position.
We bring news of our task, and we would speak to you of it.
All right, we will do that in the great hall. He looks at the students and says, "Keep practicing Form 3 until I return, and I expect a perfect execution of Form 3 when I'm back." All of them start panicking, and he walks over towards goes the path upwards towards the
I was going to ask, do the students look like it's out of respect, fear, or both?
both.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be mean. I'm going to produce a clone, and it's going to try and run through Form 3 with them. I'll just use my Echo Avatar as my Pegasus follow spot.
And you do it perfectly.
Now they have something to look at while they do it. I gotta follow Tatsu. I'm not gonna go ahead of him. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know where that. If I thought the entrance
Yeah.
was here, but yeah.
It's like a cross. This is a fortress, so it's like whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Loops
I
around.
would say this here is your area, Tatsu, where you live.
Ah, nice. My basement lair.
Can I, to the guards or whatever, or whomever, just leave the Dragonelle there because I wouldn't feel appropriate taking it in a holy place?
Oh yeah, no problem.
That's actually a fair point. But if I move without the Pegasus, I can't do the form. Oh well.
I guess before we start this, I am gonna quickly run to my basement, my lair down here, and I'm gonna drop that statue down there because I still have it. Add it to my little hoard, my stash.
You definitely get a side eye that would not be hidden.
If he's
And then
allowed to
I'll
have gold, he's allowed to have the statue.
come back up out of here, go back before I will turn into my human form, so I may sit traditionally as we prepare to debrief the sensei.
As he sits down himself as well. Welcome back, Tatsu, and your new allies. I thank you. I welcome you in Shimada Castle. The four lords are currently away on missions, and I am in charge of the castle's keeper until one of them returns. How can I help you?
I guess this guy is pretty well trusted. He trained Lord, the
Kira.
Lord Shimada's, Akira and his children, and he's
He also
been
left them
pretty
in
well
charge
trusted.
when they were gone. So
Yeah. And I've also known him since I'm probably
probably
older
since
than
he was
he is.
probably when he was a young. You've known him since he was a young man.
Yeah. In that case, yeah. I think we will each just go into a bit of a small, I guess, maybe not lengthy, just detailing of what's been going on, what has happened up till this point, and what we're trying to currently do as well. Unless someone wants to, in character, explain it out.
I can if you want me to.
Go ahead.
If you want to go for it.
Okay. Because just basically is there like a map in here you can point to?
Oh yeah, there's like a large map on the table and everything.
Yeah. Kuma goes clears his throat and goes like, okay. How much do you know? So do you know of anything we were doing before this point, Sir Sensei man?
I have heard I know about Huan incursions in this region, and Lord Kira has told me about Maya Kobayashi being a traitor, apparently selling our country out to the Huanen.
Okay. That leaves that part out. I don't need to explain this part. So, to begin, a small part of this will be this thing you might not know is that there is also something else with the Monkey King. Stole a bunch of scrolls from this temple that's currently keeping some creatures hostage, so we need to find the other scroll. We've found at least 2 of them so far. That's currently under some type of control. But the main thing we found in Kobayashi's lair is her plans for an invasion by the what do you call the elves again?
Sindorai.
the Sindorai Empire is looking for an invasion alongside some Hawanan, I'd imagine, as well, as they've already done. Is they're going to start an invasion in the north. Actually, can I have the main map just so I can remember where to point to?
Sure thing.
Because I can point to it better than I can actually remember the names of the things.
Basically, you guys are standing above the map right now.
Yeah, he's like up in this region there's going to be an invasion. This is going to be the one that comes the soonest. Is a bunch of red dragons, most likely ridden or accompanied by a large amount of Sundari or God damn it, yeah. The elves over here. They're also going to launch an invasion in the south region over here with normal conventional forces. They're also going to the northern frozen part of the island over here in the Dragon Empire, and another southern attack down here. About 4 attack points that we know of currently, mostly targeting this island and the main island. Currently, I don't know if any that are going to. They don't think they're going to circle around to the back one, and It's going to be a large scale invasion.
I see. Troubling, at least. We need. I would need to prepare the soldiers for this, and I would need Lord Shimada's help with the permission to go further.
Well, I will give you some good news out of that though. Is that lady? What was her name again? What was the elf lady called?
Maya Kobayashi.
Yamada Kobayashi. Despite the fact that we invaded her base, besides just finding their plans, we also sabotaged any way for them to take over that city. They were going to plan to use a large scale amount of golems and a surprise attack from an underground compound into the main city to take it over. So that is currently null and void to our knowledge.
Good, good. I have to start as quickly as possible with preparations. Summon militias to gather the troops. Inform the right people, not too many. Also send messages to the different samurais in the region to also gather their militias so that we can be ready for this attack. But I would lead. Go ahead.
I would like to insight check him because we've been dealing with higher ups that have been within the system quite a bit and then betrayed and whatnot. I just wanted to insight his reaction.
Sure thing, go ahead. He is shocked by
Ignore
this news.
Okay, so it's legitimate. He's not putting on an act.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
As he starts pulling in papers. But one thing that I would need first is Lord Ansu Shimada's return. And I'm sorry to ask this of you all, but could you help him come back quicker?
Of course.
Certainly.
He's
That
not
is
that
something
far
we can
away.
do.
Currently, villages around the castle have complained about no attacks, and he has taken a regiment of samurai together with his son, Lord Andu Shimada, to take care of these gnolls. They'll be somewhere in the north. If you could help them quicken up the gnoll problem so that our own villagers in the area will be safe, then they can return quicker, and we can make true decisions. My authority at the large part ends outside of this castle.
Would it not be quicker to inform him directly of this, have him return, and then just leave us to deal with the gnolls?
That's what
Rather
we'll be
than-
doing probably. Go out to talk to him and then tell him to come back.
Yeah.
Good thing. Yes. He shows you on the map on the area where he is, and with your flight, that's easy peanuts traveling to there. If you were to walk, it would take a while, but flying and make it easy.
Well, unless you guys have any other reasons, I think we should just head straight there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. All right. back onto
Before we take off, if we are gonna now leave, I'm once again gonna run back to my lair, and while there, with my statue and my other little trinkets and bobs, I'm just gonna give a quick prayer, to the statue and to Dad. Be like, hey man, I think I've been doing good. Perhaps, you could keep up, maybe favoring me well. Maybe send some cash my way, refill my my lair's kind of empty, but I thought I've been doing well, so maybe we could do something about that. Thank you. Okay, bye. Just asking Dad for money, and then he's gonna leave.
As you
Voice
do
stealer.
that,
You
you hear a thunder lightning strike from afar, and as you look, the statue is gone, and a little bit of the pile of money that you had fell over, but it is now suddenly written, and it's like, I am proud of you for what you have done with the resources available to you.
I'll take that. That's good. That's good enough. That's what I was hoping for. So, that's pretty solid.
Asking a dragon for money.
Hey, look, I gotta get my money too. Okay,
As the statue
During all
is gone.
that's good.
Would we have been able to at any point get in a short rest?
You can take a short rest here.
All right, dinner break.
Yeah, just getting in some of my resources back if we're gonna go battling things that Haru has never heard of before.
Yeah, it's gonna grab a sandwich to keep it light and just take a short rest while he watches his clone go through the motions. I don't even think that's how that works, but it'll seems nice.
Iwata returns, and I was like, alright, show me form 3. And let's see how many do it correctly.
Can I help them?
Sure thing. Go ahead and make an attack roll. DC 15. Alright, so they get a +10 to the check. I'll do it like this. I'll roll the D10 to see how many fail, and I'll roll it with advantage or disadvantage, so the lowest amount fails. So that's 5. 5 of them do not succeed in doing form 3 correctly, but the other 5 do it. Those are the ones standing closest to your clone. So like the clone was here, so
These guys gotta watch.
this line did it good. This line here did it wrong.
Well,
all right, you guys, points at the ones here. You can take a break. You guys, I want 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run from you guys. Panic, they look and start doing it. When all of them are done, your break is over. Points at the other guys.
We received a book of spells, did we not? Right?
I believe so, yes.
We
And
gave
it
it
was
to the guy.
Oh, they got given to the
Yeah, we
scroll
gave it to
maker,
the
right?
guy that owns the scroll shop. Yeah,
Right. Gotcha.
and then you weren't here, but I bought the tome of golem making from the group. That's why you had a little extra money added to your stuff on top, just so that it was fair for me keeping that rare of an item. I just paid as if we had sold it to the group.
Cool. Yeah. I'm down for that.
Since I'm the only one that'll ever be able to use it.
All right. As your short rest finishes, it is time to go find the Lord. And that'll require from one of you a survival check.
I will do it if it's alright. I'm good at these, generally speaking. Yeah.
You
28.
are good at these as you follow, as you start flying and following the maps and areas that they look for. You find a large pack of gnolls here.
Well, I think it's time to start clearing out these guys while we can.
Let's.
Yeah.
As you
Let's knock
fly
'em out.
on there, they also turn around and see you guys, and they laugh, point at you. Roll me initiative.
Yeah,
I think they called us fat.
maybe. Um,
Double ones.
The worst.
This is rough.
How high you guys were flying because you were following a track, I will say that you guys are 50 feet off of the ground right now. Because you were looking for someone specifically, so the higher you were, the harder it would be to find.
yeah, that
Kuma
makes
is
sense.
first.
Okay. Hmm. No pack lords. No fang of whatever the fuck that is. Hmm.
They're all laughing as they see you guys approaching.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. Which looks like the strongest guy from what I can tell.
This guy.
Oh, that one. This. Yeah. This. Oh, they'll get this guy up in the north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I. There's a plenty of chance to kill a lot of things, but I also think I should just go for him first. So. I am going to. Let me see what spells do I want to. Yeah. So I'll put another Zephyr Strike on this for the first attack. I will attack that Knoll. So first attack. Ooh, a crit.
Boom.
Okay, so that's that, and then I also get an extra 46. Oh, not great rolls there, but and then an extra 2d8.
Alright, so that's 29, 37, 44 damage.
Yep, 44 damage. Second attack on that one.
That'll hit.
For 25 plus 2d6. 33?
Yeah, 32.
32.
He's dead.
Nice. I wasn't sure if I'd get able to kill him in one grow, but I got him.
Mm-hmm.
So just pew pew, and then I'll just attack one of the normal gnolls, one of the ones close to us, like this one.
All right.
Pew.
That'll hit.
For 22. Plus 2d6 plus d8.
He's dead as well.
Nice. 2 kills extra for the bow.
All right. Then it is a Knoll's turn. And the Knoll will pick his longbow. And with the line he has, it's either going to be Tatsu or Haru. 1-2 is Tatsu. Goes for Haru. Misses. Next Knoll. We'll go for Tatsu. 15 will miss. The next also goes for Tatsu. 6 will miss. Haru, your turn.
I'm just going to be doing some measuring. I will yell at the others and just, this is more roleplay. Do any of you see the Lord down there?
No, I did not.
Plenty of gnolls.
Then let's see
Plenty
if
of
we can at least
gnolls.
clear some out, and I will produce one of my scrolls of fireball. I will have to roll to see if I can cast it. I think if I go down one and left one, I can only get one more really either way, so I'd like to
There's
catch
2
that
more above
second.
him.
I'd like to catch that second pack leader though.
Nah.
Fair.
You know what? Let's just, like he said, because we got people coming up, so let's just go up one, and then I'll just try to catch the bunch. But I have to roll to see if I can actually cast it or not.
Mm-hmm. DC 13.
13. Okie dokie.
Success.
All right, and it is just a third level because it's the scroll. I didn't buy any upcasted ones of those. And because it's a scroll, I do not get my additional thing, so it's DC 19.
All right. All right. You managed to kill 7 of them. Go ahead and add those to your Zanpakuto kill list.
Gotcha. And then I still have my bonus action. I'm going to check and see if I get to attack when I summon it, or when you activate this form as a bonus action on your as a bonus action and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can make a ranged attack at 60 feet. I'd have to be within 60 feet of them. That would be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one still up moving. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. So I'd have to be there, but then they would start peppering me If I fly down to the ground, would I still see it from?
Where you are now? Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to go at an angle and get to there, and as I'm coming down, I'm going to bring out my. I will take on the archer form, and what it looks like is a winged falcon-bodied entity is surrounding me, and he's going to make his archer attack at that guy.
All right. A 14 misses.
Gotcha. And then just to my my buddy here, I'm going to use my movement, jump off, and tell him to get to safety.
You are 60 feet in the air.
Huh?
No, he went down.
I'm down on the ground.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I'm going to tell him to so he can just dash away
All right.
and leave me there.
Then it is a Null Pact Lord's turn. We'll waddle over to here. And then has 2 direct targets. No, 1 direct target, Tatsu. So he'll take his longbow and go, miss. And a 23
That'll do it.
for 4 damage. Yeah! Now, this one will walk to here. This one will fire at Haru. 7 will miss. Another null. This one will run towards Haru, because he's within melee range, and try and bite him. 16.
Will not hit. Armor class is currently 22.
Alright. And then another will run towards Haru and go. Also miss. Next null. This one will go here, and this one will fire an arrow at Tatsu. 7 is a miss. Tatsu, your turn.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep this simple. We're gonna move around to get on Haru's other side to start getting these nulls that are on top of him, and we're gonna just bite into 1.
That'll hit. Doing 14 damage. Hit again. That'll kill him.
Then I'll call the other guy.
Hits as well. Still alive, but heavily damaged.
I will bonus action try to check and see if I notice any more nulls.
You do. That is about 200 feet off the map. So here, you see that there are more gnolls, but they're also in a fight.
Oh, I see. Or can I tell who they're fighting with?
Other samurai.
Gotcha. I will immediately let our allies know this in case any of them need to go help with that battle.
All right.
If the battle is looking bad for the samurai.
Then it is another the gnoll who survived the ball. Gets up to here. And will shoot his longbow at Haru. 21, I think, is a miss.
Barely. It just sticks into the armor.
And another fireball survivor. We'll move to here.
Sounds like a support group.
And we'll also fire at Haru. Yeah! I'll miss. This one here. We'll move to here. And we'll shoot at Kuma. Because he saw that one of his squad mates got killed by Kuma. 22 to
Oh.
hit.
That does hit, you bastard.
For 3 damage, and then the second arrow. Another 22 to hit for 7 damage.
Okay, I take 10 damage in total. That's fine though, I don't mind.
This Pack Lord will run toward, will take one step further here, and then use his glaive to attack Tatsu. Misses. And 22 will hit for 10 damage.
I will smack that gnoll with my legendary action.
Alright. Boom!
Wow, my tail attack has been going.
It's definitely a legendary action with how it's been rolling. Gihei, your turn.
I'm gonna have my mount take a dash action because I'm going to do a lot of movement. 35 to get to here. I'll try and cut these 3 down. One attack on each of them.
Alright, all of them hit. Give me a sec, because all of them also survived it.
Tougher than I thought they were.
Yeah, now it's done.
Alright, action surge. Clean through them again. Oh, that might miss.
That'll miss, yes.
Ah, terrible.
Only one hits. Do you want to do it in the order again, or do you want the specific one for the one that hits?
We'll do it in the order again.
Alright, you kill one. Basically what Gihei is doing, he's doing a swinging strike, hits all of them, and then he saw that it worked, the swinging strike. So he tries it again, and 2 of them see it coming, so they dodge it by matrix dodging and then laughing at him. And the other one gets his throat slashed.
Let's see if I can bait them. Bonus action, I'll spawn my guy behind them, flying so he won't get squeezed, and I will fly this way to get my distance.
Alright.
That'll provoke an AOP if they wish to take it.
They will. But they have
And I
to
think
use it
them
on...
provoking an AOP will provoke Sentinel on my Geek Clone.
Yes. So they will, well, you can only do it on one of them, but they will both do a bite attack on your Pegasus because they are only allowed to attack your Pegasus.
Yep. That one hit.
Yep.
That's going to take 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll do this AOP attack at the one at the bottom.
That's the one that critted you. And now he's dead.
I got one more kill and I level up. That's on Pucto, but that's okay. That little guy over there surviving.
Plenty of gnolls still here, right?
Yeah, we got time.
There's another
that'll do
bottle
it.
even on top of this one, so it's not even just
This one is
fight.
gone now.
Alright.
Sorry, Kuma, what were you saying? I had to remove my clone.
Oh, I was saying that there's another fight after this anyway, so there's plenty to have killed.
Alright.
Your mouth's not the only one watering.
No. Ah, dragon! Runs towards Tatsu and tries to bite him.
Damn.
Manages to bite him in the
are
ass.
Fucking really hitting me for what?
Bites you in the ass, does 4 damage. Ah, delicious dragon! And then the last one, that one that survived the onslaught of Gihei. He's going to move to here. and take his longbow and shoot at Gie.
He's loud.
Misses.
No.
Kuma, your turn.
I'm going to attack the. Again, the temptations. That pack lord looks pretty fucked up, correct?
This one here? Oh,
Yeah.
he is, say, yellow.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna go for him. A 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, that's 24 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Just back through the back of his head. He's probably looking towards the big dragon to go bite, and it just goes right through the mouth. Yeah. And then I'm going to go for the knoll that shot at us.
This one
why
here?
not? Yep. Pew. That'll definitely hit for 25. Pew, pew, pew. That gets me up to a solid 50 kills now on my Dampacto. 10 more to go.
Alright. Then it is this knoll here. This knoll will fire its arrow at Tatsu. Misses. And another knoll. Let's see. Would run towards Tatsu or to Team Gie. 1-2 is Tatsu. Goes for Team Gie.
If he can pull a bit of aggro, that's good too.
Let's see. Has 3 targets. The mount is 1-2. Gie 3-4. Kuma 5-6. Goes for real Gie.
Alright.
Misses. Next one. Also sees you guys peppering. So we'll also fire. Goes for the mount. Misses. Haru, your turn.
Alrighty, since I'm doing all this new fun stuff, the the light on the flail turn thing, lantern flail that I have will start to glow a kind of a sickly green, and I'm going to lash out with it and use primal savagery.
Ooh.
I purposely took it because I think as I swing it, it becomes a dragon's claw, and will come across.
Also imagine every time it kills someone, it goes vroom, vroom. That'll definitely hit.
I was thinking that too. And now because I get my thing, this is 3d10 plus a d8 for primal savagery.
That is 20 damage, and that'll kill that guy. That knoll right in front of you.
That will upgrade my Zanpakuto. And as my bonus action, I will turn. Let's worry more about protecting Tatsu here. I can move freely now, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Tatsu.
All right.
Giving him a +2 armor class. Because it seems like when they're hitting him, they're just barely hitting him. And then I'm going to take one step back and look at my upgrade options.
All right. And then a null pack lord. We'll fire at the Pegasus again. Hits for 3 damage. Misses. Another. This one will go for Tatsu, and he goes closer. He will fire his long. Misses. That one's dead. And this one will go here, also for Tatsu, and fire his longbow. Misses. Tatsu, your turn.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna snap out and bite up this pack lord since he's looking weak.
That'll definitely hit. Doing 13 damage. Still standing. That'll hit as well. Still standing. And that'll kill him.
Oh, sorry about that. Don't worry about that. That was
Hey, if you
nice.
want to jump in, dude, no hate.
No, no, no. I was testing something. I was trying to. I'm currently futzing with the magic item things.
I will bonus action. I'm gonna check up on the samurai.
Alright. They are currently winning the fight, but they build like a defensive wall that the gnolls are mindlessly charging up against.
Nice.
Alright.
That's it for me then.
Alright. This gnoll here runs over here and will fire his bow on Haru. Non-item magic! Not fair! Oh, misses, but shouldn't have rolled twice.
He was
Pack
just
Lords.
firing so rapidly.
He tried to fire 2 arrows at once, but that requires far too much skill for a gnoll. This one also comes near Haru. No magic! 23
Will hit.
for 6 damage.
And I will owe you a concentration check.
Mm-hmm. Success. Then Gihei, your turn.
All right. Back around we go. 90 feet gets me here. And I'll attack this gnoll.
Alright.
First attack.
That'll kill him.
Right. Second attack will be with the hand crossbow at the Pack Lord.
Alright.
That is my 30th kill. Does that trigger immediately or does it happen after combat?
It triggers immediately if you're quick enough in choosing your upgrade.
That's fine. I just upped the magic bonus.
Alright.
It's my favorite option. There we go. And crossbow fires. Bonk.
That'll hit, doing 9 damage.
Alright. Bonus action. Going to spawn another Gihei. It's going to be here. And I will have my mount dash again. And I will fly over these guys to be... I'll be here, yeah. That's still within 30 feet of my clone. It is. Alright, that'll work.
You're above them, right? Or
Yeah, I'll be above them.
alright.
This will probably draw some fire.
That is a Noel's turn. Let's see. That's the ass biter, and he still has Tatsu's ass in his mouth. So he will try and take another piece. Not that hard! Kuma.
Yes. I'm going to. Where am I? Where am I supposed to be, actually? Oh, I'm over here. I'd be currently in melee with that gnoll then, would I?
No,
No.
he's flying.
Oh, he's flying. Okay. Then I'll just attack some of the gnolls then, yeah. Sorry, one second. That on. Okay. I'm gonna attack the gnoll closest to Tatsu first.
Alright. The ass biter.
Yeah, the ass biter.
That'll hit.
That'll hit for 26.
That'll kill him.
Okay, and then I will just shoot what are the next closest gnoll. 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Oh. Nope, that's my turn.
That attack I made against the Pack Lord would have had a 4 extra damage. I needed to add the Weapon Master thing to the weapon.
4 more damage.
Sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, done. Alright, the Knoll that just got hit by Kuma, almost got hit by Kuma's arrow. He's gonna strike back at Kuma. Ah! Misses.
Eat.
And then another Knoll will run to here again. And that one will shoot at Tatsu. Will miss. Another Knoll will run towards here. Also shoot at Tatsu. Another miss. Haru, your turn.
All right, I was just finally finishing leveling up the Zanpakuto just in time. I turn to look up, and oh, a lot of them are dead. Okay then. We'll just. I will start with a bonus action to shoot the no pack leader here that's next to Gihei.
Alright. That'll hit.
That should say radiant. I'm sorry.
Alright.
And then I will, realizing that yes, the lantern is mightier than the sword, I will step forward and primal
Whack.
savagery.
That'll hit. Doing 19 damage. He's still alive. Badly injured.
I
though.
figured, but I wanted to get somebody in a one-on-one fight.
Alright. Another Pack Lord's turn. We'll move to here. Start shooting at Tatsu. 23, I think, is that a hit or a miss now?
I only have a base AC of 20, so with the
Got it.
additional, it's still a hit.
For 4 damage. And then his second attack. 20 is now a miss because of the Shield of Faith.
Correct.
And then next. I want this! Yeah! Gang, gang, gang. This Knoll will fire at Kuma. 17 for 7 damage.
Yep.
And then it is Tatsu's turn.
Yeah, we're gonna actually push up to here. And we're gonna start we're gonna take out this guy and then start going through these Knolls.
Alright. That'll hit. Still
Oops,
alive.
not another bite.
No.
A claw, a
Claw
25 to
will
hit.
Killing 1.
And this will be the other one.
Yes. Still alive, but heavily wounded. Ah! Then it is Pack Lords, who just got hit really hard by Haru. So he's going to try and bite Haru. Rah! $23 on the Haru.
That will hit.
So basically what happens is he bites Haru in the neck, and then Clone Kihei trusts him in the head. Alright, Gie, your turn.
Still
Yeah.
measuring. Sorry. I'm here. I'm just measuring. That would work because of distance, and that would work because of movement. All right. You guys hear me all right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll move to here. I'll have my clone move to here. Works with both movements. I'll start attacking these gnolls. I'll fly down a bit and then see if I do some damage. We'll attack the top left one.
All right. That'll hit.
Second attack.
That'll hit as well and kill him.
All right, third attack on the one on the right.
All right. That'll miss.
Yeah, 13 would probably miss. All right. Mobile doesn't apply to my mount, I don't think.
No, it does not.
That's fine. It could take a disengage and fly upwards,
Mm-hmm.
which I will do to get Kuma that lovely distance he needs to shoot.
Alright.
Fly upwards, just out of their melee reaches, so 20 feet or so would be fine. That's it.
And it is Kuma's turn.
You're gonna attack these gnolls. Pew.
That'll hit, but I do not know which knoll you were aiming for.
The one
There.
directly below
There
us,
you go.
that one. 23 to hit or damage. Ugh.
That'll kill him.
Okay, and then I will target this gnoll. Pew.
That'll hit.
16 hit.
No, kill
23
him.
as well. That is my turn.
Alright. Haru's turn.
I was just typing out. I am going to take a quick turn because I have a rescue animal having babies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, move to there. Let's see if I can. No, measuring with the wrong thing. I will start with a bonus action shot at the Null Pack Lord.
Alright. That'll hit. Doing 13 damage on him.
Yeah, and then he is well out of range for regular attacks, so let's throw a Toll of the Dead at him, please. So a Wisdom save. DC is currently 21 because it just upgraded.
Natural 20 made it.
And in that case, I can move back my little bit, and I will be right back.
Alright. Then he's gonna run after you with his glaive and attempt to attack you while he's laughing. I'll do the things and everything that's needed. He missed all his attacks, so it doesn't matter. We'll go towards Tatsu and try and bite him. Misses. Tatsu, your turn.
Well.
2 gnolls left.
These lone gnolls. Let's see what we can do.
With those 2 attacks, you kill that one.
I'll add a stack to my Zongpakto, and I'll move over here. Claw this creature.
And that one misses.
Alright, that's it.
Alright. Gihei, your turn.
Fly down. Gonna attack him. Move my clone in. There we go. 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3.
With the second attack, you already kill him. Blah. As the enemy has been defeated.
Okay. let's head towards the next the samurai that need help. I'd assume we would do.
Definitely. Let's hope there's more to kill.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I don't clean them up too fast.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, if I could, I would already be attacking because they're within my range.
Takes me one turn to get there. We'll be fine.
No, I can attack them now. I've got 600 feet of range.
Yeah, but there are lots of trees.
I know. I've got sharpshooter. I avoid all covers, basically.
No, you don't avoid full
Full
cover.
cover.
Yeah, only, but if there's like 50 gnolls in a forest, I'm going to say most of them are probably exposed to well enough, but they're all dead.
Nope, they're all gone.
Yeah.
As the samurai here, as you approach, have finished off the last one.
I like the idea that Naruto did thunk into it, but it was after it died, so it didn't matter. Like I was like, what diamond?
Just one samurai just decapitated one, and then the torso gets hit in the heart by an arrow.
Yeah.
As you arrive at the area where the samurai that Lord Anzu Shimada brought have formed a protective line to attack against a large-scale assault of gnolls. You guys just took down the reinforcements that were coming to help these gnolls.
Good.
Lord Anzu sees you guys approach and gestures for Tatsu to come closer.
I will do
All
so
you.
immediately.
Welcome back, Tatsu.
My lord, it is good to see you healthy.
Definitely. I'm very grateful to see you healthy as well. I trust your mission in Yokoyama has been a success.
Correct, my lord.
Then the traitors have been dealt with, and the Huanan invaders as well.
The traders within Okoyama have been dealt with, but there are other means of invasion going on within the land that we would discuss with you, as we have with Sensei back at Shimada Castle.
Good. He breathes in deeply, for he is an old man. Sits down. Tell me about tell me what I need to know.
Do we happen to have a map that we can pull out,
I
or
feel like
does
Kuma
he?
would have a map.
Yeah, Kuma might
Probably.
probably have one.
Because it would only make sense
will-
for the fact that he's been doing the survival checks that he would have a physical
Yeah.
map of the island.
I will direct Kuma, if he would please, to point out the
I bring
areas.
out a map, yeah. And I'll give him the same spiel as I did
My
earlier.
big ass
as well.
hands. I don't think I can.
You
Yeah.
can point at it with your tail, like here. I read that the mage hand spell was specifically made by a golden dragon who got sick about all the little finesse things that he couldn't do anymore because he was so big as a dragon. So he created the mage hand spell.
Gotta
While
turn
they're
the
doing that,
page.
may I ask,
Big
may I ask
claw.
a question?
But sorry, what did you want to say, Haru?
I'd like to ask permission. May I see to the wounds of your soldiers while you all deal with the finite issues?
Of course, no problem. Go ahead.
And I will. You can let me know what kind of spells I need to deduct, or if I'm just doing basic medicine checks. I'm gonna go around to everybody,
You can
no
do
matter
a basic medicine check.
Gotcha. I will guide myself on this one. And medicine.
You find one guy that has a wound on his ankle that if it doesn't get a lesser restoration, he'd probably get very sick in about a couple of days.
Okay. So I will deduct everything for that to do the Lesser Restoration. I believe it takes a little bit of time to cast Lesser Restoration.
Just an action.
Okay. Well, I will do Lesser Restoration. Then I will follow that up with a Cure Wounds
He thanks you.
to kind of set the wound, the injury, and everything afterwards. And it just mostly staying quiet because these people outrank me as far as I'm concerned. Just stay quiet so everybody else can do their things, but give him a polite smile as I do that. And I will deduct that spell slot as well.
I must return to Shimada Castle as quickly as possible with this news about these invasions. I must organize the samurai all over the land and organize the militia, guards, everything to make sure that we are ready for this attack. I have to plan out. And I thank you for your help in informing me so quickly about this. But I must ask for more favors. We have taken down most of the gnolls, but there is a village they took over that is a little bit further ahead, where its leader of this gnoll pack is. Could you take that down for me as well?
It seems within our power, my lord, so we would do it as we can.
Thank you very much. My son
we will
here,
be on our way.
Ando, will join you. He knows the way to the village, and he is a good warrior in his own right. I shall join you, Tatsu. It has been a long time since we have done battle together. I look forward to it.
I agree, my lord. It will be an honor to fight next to you as well.
Certainly.
This is one of his sons.
Yeah, this is his oldest son, his heir.
All right. Can I approach him? My lord, may I place a blessing upon you to
Of course you
prevent
may.
any? And I am going to use one of my 4th levels. I'm going to give him a death ward. I am down to 1 4th level left.
Quickly mark him for the death ward. Here you go.
Okay. We're using that one works better. I was using the blessed thing for death ward instead. I like that better. And I will go about setting that on him. I think it once again looks like wings wrapping around that start as dragon wings and then slowly turn into falcon wings.
I'm now quickly doing the XP previous combat because I didn't do it yet.
Fair.
Did you guys get enough? I know that was something we had talked about when we were down in the dungeon under Kobayashi's little mansion. Because we were saying like, damn, if we kept going, we might hit level 11 before we hit 10.
We
Did
hit
you guys?
11.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, you guys hit
there's only
11. Yeah,
10.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
That's why I have 3
I still
attacks.
gotta get more. Yeah, but
Yeah.
nice.
Because basically, we basically would have only hit 10, but then I went and did the last bit of the dungeon. Like, it wasn't, I originally wasn't going to do it, but then Gihei was like, hey, why don't you go do that? We'll go and do that. We'll go
I was
rest.
wounded, and Haru was out of spell slots.
All
He's
thanks to the
fucking
bravest
fine. He
badger.
can go do more work.
Yeah, and basically a couple of samurai and myself went down there and basically took out the last of Kobayashi's forces. It was only like a couple of Hawaiian pirates and like one Kobayashi samurai, so it wasn't too bad.
Had you been there, there would have been a dragon to fight.
Yeah.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
have done it without the bravest badger.
Oh yeah, there was also
The badgers carried.
Yeah, the badgers did carry. That's why, I think currently do like that spell to have it just in case
We also
need
fought
numbers.
bullets. There were more bullets.
Yeah, there was more random bullets that we just kind of came across and we just ended up having to kill because we just blundered into them kind of.
It was Pokemon random encounters.
Yeah, the funniest thing with the bullets was that the first time you guys went in that room, you guys were so stealthy that the bullets didn't pick up on it. And then the second time you went into the room, you had 0 stealth. So then they attacked.
Yeah, because we were
Okay with
literally
that.
just trying to run through the last bit of the dungeon, so I just ran through a bit and got caught by the bullet.
I kind of
it
like
became
doing it that way though. It allows us to take out everybody else, and then we don't have them coming down on our heads when massive subterranean sharks attack.
Yeah.
And we discovered that Haru cannot use a sword because they're cursed.
That's true. Haru is better with a stick.
That's why I took Primal Savagery. I was like, hey, a cool spell that rarely gets used, and I can roleplay this.
Would you allow Tatsu for Lord Ando Shamana to mount you?
Absolutely, 100%.
He's a melee fighter anyway, so it's not that it's not the archer problem. So he mounts up onto you. You know, Tatsu, the last time I did this, I was just a little boy. Time to get nostalgic as he pulls out his Odachi.
Of course, my lord. Now, quickly, away to battle. And I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Oh, unless you're doing something.
But
But
no,
he's gonna.
Kubo was like, hear me out. Could we stealth into this battle?
It's not as. Mm,
The Knolls.
I mean, if you
If you
feel
don't
like
want to,
we
if you
could,
don't want to, we don't have to. I'm simply asking.
I mean, we're kind of mounted here in a charge. We're gonna take back the village. We should mount.
Okay, we'll attack. I was just making sure
Woo!
what the idea
He's
was.
Glorious attack!
Tired of all this stealth, Grandpa.
You're like 5 times my age, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
For glory, as he rises up with his Odachi.
Okay, I will get on the Pegasus, but to be fair, part of me doesn't like being on the Pegasus because I can't position myself the way I want to, so I might get off.
Would you prefer the Dragonelle because it has flyby? It can fly away.
Yeah, well, I like this to be on something that I can get off of essentially, so I can then jump off at a point that I like and then just stay there.
That would be the idea, and I would because of it wouldn't affect you. I was going to say
Well,
I
me to
can
say melee more too.
I can invisibility myself, and it goes to the Dragonelle. It just wouldn't hit you, and we can drop you off. But we're not as fast, but we'll get you to a point and drop you off before I go to support you.
That works.
It is much more uncomfortable because I won't put a saddle on it.
Yeah.
I will replace my sword brother with my clone brother.
Alright, as you approach the village that has been taken over by gnolls, here you go. And you see something that you guys have seen before. A Nalfishne is in charge of the gnolls.
Oh,
Time to sign more.
Going to have to turn down Yannick again. Ear splitting blade.
Lay down sacrifices. Yeah. They see that they have a large group of villagers here ready to be sacrificed.
How long does it take us to get? It says it's a village a little way off. How far away is this exactly?
From the position that you guys were, 15 minutes.
Okay, cool. Can I cast? Well, I mean, I guess we'd have to get right there, but I'll waste like half of it, I guess, if I need to, for me to cast mirror image on myself.
Sure thing.
Would I be able to get off early and just get in one of these trees and then
Oh yeah,
hide in one of them before the combat starts?
Sure thing. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. And 25.
Yeah, they don't know that you're there.
Good.
Position myself in the point where we can hopefully get to the back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit in like this tree here, basically. Because it should give me, it gives me just the Overwatch among this entire area that I can see. But I'm ready whenever you guys want to strike first, or if you want me to strike first, whichever comes first.
I'm down to just.
I'm
I'm gonna go for the civilians. Like I'm gonna land in the back if possible to try and protect them. So
You got
that's
that
my
move?
I
plan.
will
I mean,
I will
yeah, I
try
can bonus
to handle the
action
big
dash
guy.
with the spell, so I can get over there.
I was doing the same thing, yeah. I was gonna use my dash to get over here.
I have a bit of magic remaining. I can perhaps deal with the large entity.
Alright, I think we have a plan then.
Yeah, because I can get 120 if I cast Expeditious Retreat, and then I can just get wherever I want. But if not, I can just get to here and start attacking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or like this back.
We'll both head to the back room. That way we can cut off the murder. I'll probably put myself here if you want to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, initiative. Oh, I'm Kuma's ready.
That he
Rather
is.
than an attack roll, to be fair, but I'll take it on the initiative.
I don't need to. I think I can just fly up and take the damage. That works.
Well, Kuma, you are first for the surprise.
Okay. I think because again he said he's going to deal with a Nelfish now, or at least try to. I'm going to actually just go for something else because I can probably get rid of a couple of these gnolls if I'm lucky. I'm going to go for this. So you two, you're going to like run in as quick as you can. So you guys can probably get back here, can't you? Or what is the idea for you two? Gihei and thing, Tatsu.
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards the back to try it, because if this is gonna get dealt with, and then I assumingly you're gonna start smacking these guys, then me and
I'm
Gihei
gonna
are
hit
gonna
myself.
move to get
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
guys in
since
the
I want to
back.
tie these guys up, I'm gonna get between these guys and these guys.
Yeah, so we're splitting on either side
Okay,
pretty
pretty
much.
good. Doesn't really matter which group I go for then. I'm just gonna go for this one then because I feel like it. I'm going to bonus action.
Do
Gonna
look with pointing that the house blocks line of sight in some cases. Not with this group, so far as I can see, but maybe with other groups it does.
Okay, that's all right. But with this group, I can see the guys,
Mhm.
what I can tell, and so I'm gonna shoot at the Knoll Fang of whatever that name is.
Yiganog.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna cast Lightning Arrow with this. So, gonna fire on him with advantage. Pew. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so this first attack's gonna be a lot, just to say this. So, okay. It never wants to roll for some reason when I'm about to do the attack. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to fix this. Those all apply. Okay. Damage. Okay, yeah, that correctly. It's 20 initially, with an extra 2d6 plus 4d8 from the lightning arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, those are not great rolls, but it's fine.
That is 29, 33 damage.
33 damage, and I will cast a spell in the chat. I rolled the damage here, but I already rolled the d8s. So basically, everybody within 10 feet of that point also have to make me a dexterity saving throw DC 13 or 16, sorry, or take
Alright.
the 10 lightning damage.
Alright.
Caved.
So then it becomes half.
Yeah.
One more. Takes the full 10.
Yeah, and then I'm going to shoot that Knoll guy again. Pew. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. For 25 plus 2d6. Ooh, nice.
That'll kill him.
Good.
Ugh.
And then I will attack one of the Gnollish lords. Doesn't matter which, just whichever one you want to pick. That'll also hit
Mm-hmm.
for 19 plus d6 plus a d8. So 35 damage on that one. E. That is my turn.
All right, and then it's your turn again, because surprise.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that part. So then I will attack that gnoll once more.
Yes.
22
That'll hit.
for 22.
That'll kill him.
Okay, and then I will attack the other
The
gnoll
remaining
beside him.
lord.
Yep. That'll hit
Yep.
for 18.
And that is your turn.
Yep.
Then it is a Knoll Pack Lord's turn. Let's see. There's a house between it and seeing its allies die there, but it does hear the scream. So, it'll go to here, and let's see if it is within range. Yeah. 1-2 will be on. No, 1-2 will be on the horse. 3-4 will be on fake GA. 5-6 will be on real GA.
Gotcha.
Real GA.
All right. AC 21. Nope.
I'll
Nope.
miss. GA, your turn.
All right. Get shot at. Mount is going to take the dodge action because it has enough movement to get between these guys anyway. So I'll fly up and land about. Let's do it here. I'll attack the Fang of Yinogu here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First attack. Second. Third.
All of them hit, doing 35, 45, 53 damage.
All right. Now it's taking the dodge action. Clones on the back. That'll be it for me.
All right. And then it's Tatsu's turn.
Yeah, so we're gonna expeditious retreat, and then that's my bonus action. I will ask Lord Ondo to hold on as I'm going to go 120 feet.
Woohoo!
Here, and actually, he's kind of out of position now. Let me re-angle. Let me see if I can hit these guys with a breath. So, not really. I'd have to back up a little bit. I got the movement though. I can go a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'll miss out on that guy, but I will unleash a breath that will
All right.
scorch these gnolls in front of me.
Nice. Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
As 3 versions of me release a breath of fire as I have mirror image up.
Aesthetically awesome.
Out in the Yogus.
But once I'm done with that, I think I do have. No, pretty much. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this turn. And I and Lord Ondo will stand ready before these gnolls.
All right, Haru, your turn.
Alrighty. I do remember that these things were somewhat resistant to my magic before,
Mm-hmm.
but I am a bit stronger, and I can at least draw its attention, perhaps. So
I believe it was Hoseki, though, when that happened.
Oh, was it? Oh, I'm sorry then. I would not have know that they are resistant to my magic. I wasn't going to do anything to change that fact. So it doesn't really
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Being dealt with demons and such before, I know that some are resistant to magic. We'll rephrase it that way. And I am going to try to throw out a banishment at it, just at my base level.
All right. That'll get
Um,
it'll get a save at advantage.
Yeah, charisma save, DC 21.
I'm not going back.
Not yet, at least. And I'm going to starry form. This will be my last one till we can get a short rest, and I will take on the form of the dragon. And we are just going to swoop, like right above the trees. We'll be down a little bit.
All right. Then it is a Null Pack Lord. Just got hit by Tatsu, who is in the air, is somewhere over there. Go to here and try and shoot at him with a longbow.
I will roll a d20. Going at me, I guess.
Well, the 19 is a miss
A
on
miss.
you, but the
Yeah.
21 could be a hit on you or your clone, so you have to
Oh,
roll
it's
again.
per
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Per attack.
That
So
hits a clone.
Yeah. So
My
now
clone's is
one
gone.
Tatsu is gone. Then the Fang of Yiganaug. Let's see. Go for 1, 2 is the Pegasus. 3, 4 is clone. 5, 6 is real. Goes for the clone. Tries to bite the
18.
clone.
No.
Then tries to claw at the. Nope.
No.
And again, nope.
Nope.
Then a pack will take its glaive. Same applies. Goes for the real one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Edit.
For 7 damage. And misses. Another Null Fang who will run towards here. And we'll go to go attack Tatsu. Tries to bite him. Miss. Miss again. And the 22 could hit. The 17 as well, depending on the AC of the clone.
Clone's AC is only 12.
So, and with a 7, does it hit the clone?
I believe it goes 6, 8, 10, or 6, 8, 11 for the order in which, like, as you get less and less clones.
So then it will miss. And then the 22 will hit. So the 22 will hit. So roll for that as well. To see if it hits you or the clone. It hits another clone. So now you have 1 clone left. And then it is the Pack Lord's turn. Yeah. It's gonna try and shoot at Tatsu or Kuma. But Kuma does have cover here. 21.
Against me?
With cover?
What type of what? How much
3/4 cover because of the trees.
So +5.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't hit me then.
All right.
Just barely though.
And then another Null Fang of Yiganaut. Looks around to what to do.
You could reach me if you wanted to.
I know there's a building between you guys. So you have to move through a crowd.
That's true.
So he's like, so let's see. 1, 2, he will go for the crowd. 3, 4, he will go for Tatsu. He's going for a crowd. Bites one and kills one. Claws at one and kills one. Claws at another one and kills them.
I'll Shadow Martyr one of those.
Alright, that'll be the last one. So what does that do? So it'll, one survives as the echo gets hit by it. Alright, that is its turn. Now Fishne's turn. Someone tried to cast a spell on him. Rally in my range. He teleports away and shows up right here. As he will try and bite Haru. 19 is a miss. And then he will try and claw at Haru. 19 is another miss. And then his last attack. 22.
22 will hit.
For 16 damage.
Don't get hit by that bite, man. That bite's
That
scary.
hurts.
Alright. And then another Pack Lord. 1-2 is the Pegasus, 3-4 is Gihei. Goes for Pegasus attack.
Has disadvantage?
Sorry?
Miss. Has disadvantage, so
nice.
misses.
And another miss. And no. Goes towards here and takes his glaive and tries to attack Tatsu. 24 will hit for 7 damage.
I got one dude left. Let's see. I believe that does target me.
Yes. So all the clones are gone.
Yeah.
Well, they came in handy. All the attacks that would have hit you, there they actually triggered. Alright, that is that one's turn. This one's also dead. Another null. Will also go for Tatsu. 19 is a miss. But 23 is a hit for 8 damage.
I don't want to look like a bitch in front of my buddy Lord Ondo, so I'm gonna cast Shield.
Boom. Ha 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 ha! That fool. Then it is Lord Ando's turn. Who, because he has a mountain combatant,
Nice.
gets to attack with advantage on the enemies. So he will take his Odachi and attack with advantage on the nearest knoll. That'll hit for 20 damage. 16 will also hit for 19 damage, so that's 39 damage. And then his last attack will also hit, and that is enough to kill that Pack Lord of Yiganaag. As he strikes
Nice.
multiple times on your back on it. That is his turn. Kuma.
Okay. Kuma is going to. The Nelfish Day, I feel like that's going to be. I want to try to get rid of more of these Pack Lords first. So I'm going to attack the Pack Lord that I already injured.
Alright.
First of all. Ooh, that will not hit.
No.
Second attack. Ooh, all really
Also
bad
won't
rolls.
hit.
That's fine. I'm going to start moving away from my location though, so I am going to. Oops. I am going to. What is the button again? This. Nope, that's the wrong button. What is the button? My brain was not working today at all. There we go. I just want to get away from this situation a little bit into the Nelfishne and stuff. So I'm going to start moving up this way, and then with my bonus action, cunning action, I'm going to stealth.
All right. Leaving Haru all by himself. And he's gone.
Yep. And that is my turn.
All right. And then it is a Pack Lord who will take his glaive and attempt to attack Tatsu.
Got a 25 AC.
Both miss. Gihei, your turn.
All right. Bonus action. Going to spawn a clone Gihei right here. Because this fucker is killing civilians, and that cannot be allowed to stand. Let's go for violence. I'm going to attack that guy 3 times through my clone. Once, twice.
With the second
thrice.
attack, you already kill him.
Then I redirect that last one at this guy.
All right, and with that last one, that guy dies as well.
The mount will take a dodge action again,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be it for me.
All right, Tatsu, your turn.
Let me see if I get my breath back. I do not. In that case, we're going to step forward. I kind of want to get this. With one of my claws, I want to, as part of an attack instead, can I grab this Pack Lord? And I'd like to slam him over here away on the other side of this corpse.
Yes. All right, and that'll be opposed strength checks. He has an 11.
Athletics or straight strength roll?
Athletics for you. He doesn't
Gotcha.
have athletics, so you got him. So you moved him. You take him
Just
and
over
you move
here.
him here. Yeah.
I just want to get him away from the people, and then we'll use that to now step in between. And I'm going to use my bite.
Just so you
my
know, if
bite.
you're standing there, you do have a disadvantage due to squeeze because there's a corpse.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that. I'd rather be in the way. My bite's got a little longer reach, so I'm going to bite into the weakened Pack Lord.
All right.
Oh, it's disadvantaged?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. It's just a 26.
Still hits. That'll kill him.
Great. And then my other claw attack is going to be into the other weakened one.
All right. 17 still hits.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not really activating any of my abilities or anything. I'm just trying to melee this out for now. But yep, that's it.
All right. Haru, your turn. There's a Nalfishne gunning for you.
Absolutely. I'm going to stand strong. I'm actually not going to be attacking or doing anything directly to it this turn, but I'm going to be trying to hold its attention if possible. So I'm going to action protection from evil and good, so the wings will fold down temporarily around me, and as I cast with my bonus action as a focus caster, Shield of Faith on myself, that'll be 2 concentrations up.
Yes, but he has disadvantage, and you have a higher AC now.
Yeah, and I have my my form of the dragon. So I think I just hit glowing over here. And how far above the ground are we? Because I was thinking I was like just above the trees.
I'd say you'd be like 25 feet above ground.
Okay, and my mount has flyby. That would not benefit me though, would it? He'd still get to attack me.
You can just fly away from him without opportunity attacks.
So the idea is he's going to fly to the ground, drop me off, and I'm gonna swat him on the hind end and use his last bit of movement to get away. And just looking up at the Nefishne, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but looking up at it with the flail ready, just grinning. Think you can hit me this time?
Yes.
At least you're confident. I'm kind of brace myself.
All right, and then it is a Pack Lord who will attack and who will move forward and attack Tatsu with advantage due to the fact that he's squeezed. 21. I think, yeah, for 6
That'll do it.
damage. Chung. And then its second attack. Misses. That one's dead. This one will attack on Guille or the mount. Goes for the mount, so with disadvantage.
Miss. That'll hit.
For 12 damage.
I'm gonna stab him for it. Actually, why would I stab him for it when I can use my action to just eat it with the clone?
And this one's dead. Huh? Rayako! Where you go? This Null is going to take his action to run closer towards where Kuma was, trying to look for him as he dashes towards there. This one's also dead. Now Fishnay's turn. He flies down and lands on the ground. As he will attack Tatsu with, Haru with disadvantage. That'll miss. That'll miss. But a 25.
That will still hit. Half of that would be a DC 10. I cannot fail that concentration check. Unless I roll a 1, I guess. No,
well, you
because all
have
my
2 concentration, so your DC is at minimum 15.
Yeah, and I have a +5.
So you can fail.
So minimum I can roll the 15.
Okay. Well, then you could still roll a natural 1, which would still be a failure.
Well, it's like the thing that Ariman has where a 1 becomes a 10.
Okay.
But it's for concentration checks. I'll share it for you so you can see it.
All right.
And it will be all the way at the bottom. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the damage.
All right.
Oh, this thing.
And then the next one, this one will go for Gihei, the real one.
Yep.
20, miss, I believe.
Yep, AC's 21.
And
But
another
giving
miss.
it protection.
All right, and this one's dead.
Putting on a masterclass of defense over here.
This one will attack Tatsu. Both miss, and then it's Lord Andu's turn. Let's see, will he use his ability or... Yeah, he will. Man of Rayako! Attack! Both, everyone can use their reaction to take a full action to attack.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
cool.
not
I
just
used
a
mine.
single, but an action.
Yeah, but you do need to consume your reaction for that.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely do
great.
Mm-hmm.
Can my horse hit them?
Sadly, no. But you already used your, alright.
Yeah.
So, which one were those, Tatsu?
The one directly in front of me.
Alright, the bite will hit, doing enough
17.
damage to kill it.
Awesome. And then the claw will go to the one to the left. We're taking out the weak ones, so
Mhm.
that's only 9 damage to him.
Yep. Then Kuma.
I'm going to go for the Backlord that was chasing me.
Where you
First
go?
attack will
Where
have
you go?
advantage because I am currently hidden from him.
Mm-hmm.
I also get my little bit of sneak attack as well because of rage.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Oh.
Boom. Yeah, he's not surviving that.
Yeah. So that is like 29 damage. I think that's the total.
And he's dead.
noise, and then I see. I can see from where I'm angled. I can't see these guys over here yet. There's buildings. So I can
Yeah, you can
I
see
can't.
that one, but
Oh, I can see that one. Okay, I wasn't
that's
sure if it
I
was
think
tagged in
that's
less.
the only one you can see as like where you're
Yeah, because I
standing
can't
now.
move obviously. So I'll just attack that one then.
All right,
Pew.
that'll hit.
For 24 damage on that one.
All right, and that was Lord Ando's turn. Kuma, your turn.
Kuma will continue to shift a little bit just so he can get better angles on people here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Would I have gotten an attack?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought you wouldn't do it, but you can use an
Uh,
action to attack.
I don't have any. I don't have shield or any of that stuff. Does it have to be just an attack,
Yeah.
or could it be a?
It can't be a spell.
Okay, then I will not. I might save it for something. I don't think I have any other reactions, but just in case, I'll hold it then because
Mm-hmm.
he would probably not take any damage from this.
I am going to attack that injured knoll beside Tatsu.
All right.
Pew.
That'll hit.
For 25 plus a d6 if I had to add that part. So 27.
He's dead.
Okay, and then I will attack the knoll that I attacked previously.
All
Pew.
right.
14 to hit?
Misses.
Misses. Well, that is my turn.
All right. Then
Okay.
it is the Pack Lord's turn, who will attack Tatsu with advantage. 22 to hit for 8
That
damage.
does it, and I'll slap him with my tail.
Whoosh. Bang. Then his second attack. 22 hits again for 6 damage. And that is his turn. Gihei, your turn.
Let's murder that weakened guy. This pack lord done with. First attack.
Yeah, that hits.
Second.
That'll kill him.
All right. I'll throw the third on the bottom.
That'll hit.
I'll move. Be here. Mount will take the dodge action. 30 feet. Won't get me that far. You know what? I'm confident. I'm going to move backwards here. And that provokes an AOP. And then I'll throw my clone there. That's a bonus action.
All right.
There you go. 14 will miss both me and the Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
And could stab. But I won't. That'll be it.
All right. Tatsu, your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna try and finish off the Pack Lord in front of me.
All right. Boom. Oh, you do have disadvantage.
That's right. Ah! 16 to hit.
Still hits, so that is 15 damage. And that is additional 23 damage, which it kills him exactly.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Once he's dead, I am going to move around. We're gonna go. Actually, Gihei's got that guy. I think I should probably fly back and deal with this.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So I still have my spell on. That's what my concentration checks are for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I mean, it's the same distance. Yeah. And I will bonus action use that to dash so that I may get right up to it. Bam.
All right.
And that's it for me.
Haru, your turn. Reinforcements has come.
Yep, seeing them come flying over. He once again just kind of snorts to himself, and let's try another banishment. I will use a level 5 spell slot for this.
Trying this again, huh?
I would like to use my reaction. I will.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, I'm gonna silvery barbs his ass.
All right. Then it's going to be the left one, regardless of the advantage. 22. Did he make it? I do not know.
Barely made it.
I'll give advantage to Kuma.
And now that I have people actually that it can affect, I will use my bonus action to channel divinity and give myself some temp hit points. It unfortunately probably won't reach allies. Nope, not unless they get closer.
An elfish Nay's turn. So demons are quite arrogant, and he after everything Kuma's done, he's hard to hit, but he doesn't see Kuma as or Haru as a threat. After the failed banishments, so he's going to turn around and attack Tatsu. 14 will miss.
Good.
20 will hit.
Yeah, I'll slap him with my tail.
All right. That'll hit as well. Doing 17 back. And then he will attempt to claw again at Tatsu. 13 will miss.
Also, Lord Ondo, if he has mounted combatant, couldn't he attack? Right? If I get smacked? Or no, that's your
He
sentinel.
eats the attack if you get smacked.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you want him to take the attacks? You can ask him.
No, not even no.
Does your tail attack trigger if I take the attack?
My tail attack is only if I get hit, so
Yeah,
I have to
I thought
actually get smacked by something. I can use it for attack of opportunities, though.
Mhm.
So I do
Nice.
technically have two
Yeah.
AOP attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have two. You have also have two reactions, right? But only one can be used for the tail.
Correct.
All right. Then it is the Pack Lord. We'll go after Gihei, trying to attack him. Yeah. 22
I hit Skihe.
for 5 damage. Yeah. But that'll miss.
No.
Then Lord Andu's turn. Lord Andu.
Actually, if his range is oh no, he had a bite attack. That's right. We're good.
Yeah, he uses a glaive, so.
Yeah.
Lord Ando will attack the Nelfishnay.
I was just wondering because they provoked an AOP earlier and he used a bite attack that time, right? So yeah.
That'll miss because the Nelfishnay is too big for mounted combatant. But that one will hit for 26 damage. Kuma, your turn.
I don't know why, but because it says like more than half HP remaining, I keep thinking of now Lord Ando is just a pile of beetles. That doesn't like he's just like when he reduces to half HP, he's just like he's literally just like half a man, but it's all beetle. I'm gonna just try to take out this last Pack Lord, I think. So I'm gonna attack him. Pew. 22 to hit that Pack Lord.
That'll hit.
25 to hit. Or 25 damage, sorry.
Yeah.
I also, I guess I got this. But can I sneak where I am? Just because I'll sneak.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Boop.
Just hide behind the tree. Oof.
Yeah, basically, and then I'll
Success.
pop back out for advantage of this guy and just hit him one more time. Oh my god, 2 natural ones. So I don't hit. Shad.
Rolled snake eyes.
Yeah.
It's right over there. Thank you, boss.
Touch me, time.
Alright. Gihei, your turn.
As he turns around to say thank you, boss, I'm just gonna stab him in the throat.
Now he's dead.
Alright. Use 5 feet, so 85. I'll be above the Nelfish Nay. A good 20 feet, so I can use my bonus action to throw my clone down there. And it will attack the Nelfish Nay from the ground.
Alright.
2 attacks. This way, if it tries to fly up at me, I get to fucking swing at it. But there you go.
The 27 hits, but the others do not.
Yep. Alright, it's on lockdown now.
Mm-hmm. Tatsu, your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna bite claw into this dude.
Alright. Miss.
Oh, it's not. Yeah. Let me turn that off.
With the 13, still a miss, but
Yeah.
miss.
Okay.
Hit for 9 damage.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Haru, your
Each of
turn.
you that ended your turn within 30 feet of me have 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
I'm not gonna roll it for every time somebody stopped. Well, it's suddenly too crowded for me to do what I was going to do. So I will start. You know what? Let's just throw hands with it. I am going to use my primal savagery.
Alright. That'll hit.
Nice. Nice.
19 damage.
Bonus action. I'll just save my. Did it seem like the acid?
It
Did
did normal damage.
Okay, cool.
He wasn't resistant to it.
Okay, that's what all I was worried about there, and I will call out to just whoever's probably the ranking person here would be the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of the peasants in need of saving?
2 of them are dead. The rest is okay.
And I will at least take an attack of opportunity because I'm going to start running that way. So 5, 10, 15.
17.
Will miss because of my enchantments that I have on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just barreling over there to at least try to get there within the minute.
Alright. Then it is the Nalfishnay's turn. Has 3 targets. 1, 2 is Tatsu. 3, 4 is Lord Ando. 5, 6 is Clone Gie. Goes for Clone Gie. Bite. Rawr!
Gihei disappears.
Alright, and roll again.
He ate the
Cross.
dangerous one.
Goes for Lord Ando. Rawr! Rawr! Hits both of them for 28 damage. That one's dead. Then it's Lord Ando's turn. And let's see. We'll retaliate back with his greatsword. Miss. Hits. Miss. Doing 14 damage.
Oh, doesn't he have advantage since he's mounted?
No, same
no,
size.
because it has to be. You have to be bigger than the creature he's attacking.
Oh, I see. That's the actual wording of it.
Kuma, your turn.
The Lord can have 12 temp hit points for being in my range.
All right.
Yeah, let's see. What do I want to do here? Boop 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 boop.
Scoop to poo.
I'd love to do lightning arrow, but like you guys are all within 10 feet of it, so that wouldn't work. So I think I might just Hunter's Mark this one because I actually changed out that spell because I was
Actually, only Tatsu and Lord are within 10 feet, but I think it's the same point.
same point. I'd rather not hit the Lord or Tatsu with lightning if I can hand.
Like
if I
future
can
ruler
help it.
of this island. Yeah, I'd rather not hurt him.
Yeah, it may look a little bit bad on me, so I will Hunter's Mark him. So these first attack against him. Yeah, not hitting at the moment. So it's just a straight roll. A 21 to hit.
Hits.
For that there plus an extra d6 as well because of my sneak attack. So
That is 32 damage.
32 damage on the first attack. Second attack 18
will hit.
Oh, does it? For 22 plus an extra d6.
26 damage.
26 damage. And that is my turn.
Alright. Gihei, your turn.
Spawn the clone down here. Boop-a-doop. And I'll stab him.
Alright. That'll hit. That'll miss. How do you want to do this?
As the arrows come flying in, stunk, stunk, I spawn the clone and I start stabbing clean through the arrows, like where the holes are. Just chunk and chunk where the holes have already been made for me.
Alright. If you want to revive tomorrow, you can do so. You have plenty of time if you start rushing over there.
Yes. Can I just look at my resources and see if I'd rather do spell slots or?
Sure thing.
Okay. I will use a 3rd level and a 5th level. That's all I got. I can get a few other ones back, but that's what I'll do. I'll get there and just heal one, boom, turn, heal the other, and then start the comforting, because it's got to be a shock for somebody like that to have what happened to them happen. So just ready to let them know things are okay, they're safe.
Citizens, I, as your future lord, must apologize that we were not on time. What you have experienced is no invasion. It is a tragedy that should have never happened. I promise, as future daimyo of your island, to do better next time. And make sure that you are safe and that you can look up towards Castle Shimada and feel hope and protection from it. Tatsu, everyone else, thank you very much for for saving my citizens. So he does a deep bow towards you guys. I think we must return to Castle Shimada now.
Correct, my lord. We will head that way immediately.
Quickly, just as a quick glance, do these people look like they're starving or?
They do look like they're starving, but they are opening up their own rice silo where they put all their food.
Oh, okay, because if I would have to use my last high level slot, but I could create food and water, but that also might cause an uproar of rush and panic if there's suddenly a lot of food there.
Mm-hmm. I'm quickly going to do the XP calculation.
And I think Haru will approach the party and he's kind of hanging his head. I'm sorry, my magic was not up to what it should have been for dealing with such a creature.
You did fine. Stood your ground against it until others came. It didn't have a chance to murder any of the civilians, and everybody's alive at the end of the day. I don't think we could hope for a better result.
Definitely. The Castle Samurai are very talented, very good warriors, but, and this is a big but, they would not have been able to face the Nelfishnay without at least one of them falling. That was a powerful creature. And you did well to hold on against it for so long just by yourself, Haru.
It was with the great dragon's blessing that I was able to do such. But thank you, my lord. I'm going to bow very deeply.
He nods, says, "Now let us go home. Father certainly will have a banquet for you ready. And you have
And
probably traveled quite a lot today."
are we traveling like in a group as we go back?
If you want to,
I mean,
but
back to the castle is a while. Like, it's probably a
Decent
little.
distance.
Yeah,
Oh
decent.
no, what I mean is if I can keep people within range, I will use my very last spell slot to do Aura of Vitality, and just every round I'm healing somebody for 2d6 plus 5, just to get everybody topped off,
Okay.
especially the Lord and Tatsu.
Fair enough.
all right. We can travel as a group, no problem.
Myself off for hit points. Here we go.
So basically, I will go as many times as I have to get the Lord and Tatsu healed up.
Mm-hmm.
I will get 10 orders.
As you arrive back in
Jesus, that's like full health.
yeah, as you arrive back in Castle Shimada, you get welcomed by the samurai with a hero's welcome. They assume you have succeeded, as you have a sort of parade going upwards towards the castle back as a thank you. And Lord Anzu Shimada has prepared a banquet for you to eat. Look like
Nice.
this.
Yum.
I'm not gonna explain what it all is, but
Does he happen to have any gems? I mean, I'll take the
he,
food if he does it.
he comes in with a special plate just for you.
Yes.
A rainbow-colored plate full of gems.
Oh, nice.
The decadence.
Can't imagine the extravagance trying to feed this thing for
Yeah, I love the
What?
idea, like you have some like poor peasant or even one of these guards watches this guy wolf down his entire salary in one bite.
They have like a gem mine further in the mountains, and that basically the people that work there are basically just responsible for Tatsu's food.
Oh, poor people. Oh, I only need 3 more kills and I can get my Zanpakuto to tier 4.
I'm sure we could find 3. Oh, you know what? If you really, really want, Kumo, you've been a good friend. I only have 2, but I do have 2 Lich Soul Diamond Teeth that we got from the skull when we
I
killed the.
would like them, but only if you're okay with giving them. We'd be like these.
They only give like one soul count, right? Or is it like a
Yeah,
D4?
one soul count, but I also have one of those soul gems left myself.
But
Oh,
then you
so
only need one more kill.
well, maybe you can
No,
get
'cause
a
he is-
perform an
'cause he-
execution or something.
No, because he has two. You're going to give me
Alright.
one or two with a try.
I'll give you 2, yeah.
Yeah,
If you...
because I also had one, so then I'll give me the last 3
Oh,
kills.
I
The
thought
last
you
thought you
one
needed
needs-
4.
had 4.
No. I have 20. I have no. Sorry, I have 57 kills on my
Then yeah,
current
here,
weapon.
take them. I don't have a useful. I was gonna, I thought we were gonna get them a little faster, but then when we learned that the things don't work for like side quests, it's like, okay, well, it's gonna be a fucking while before I actually get it. So yeah, take them.
I've got a tier 4 or level 4. I'm back to.
You gotta burn it on.
I'm going to get it
More
next.
damage.
More damage. Yeah.
More damage.
Extra D4 damage.
Yes. Because I'm gonna do like for the next like 2 levels. If I had to say like reasonably, I'm gonna get like the D4s, and then once I get to the tier 2, I'm either going to upgrade the damage dice on them to a D6, or I might take like Furious Strike, so I can just do a big line attack in my first run and just like absolutely wreck a bunch of people in one line. That's my kind of idea so far.
I'm definitely going to take. I'm gonna max the pluses and then I'm gonna max the damages.
Yeah. That's the idea for now. But thank you, Tats. The guy who's like, "Oh, thank you, Tatsu. This is such an honor."
Well, you've done a fine job, and since you're so close, yeah, you might as well.
Thank you. I will remember this debt. I owe you one.
I'm sure that I mean, with the way these battles have been going, I'm sure a simple fight will more than make up for it.
Yee. Thank you. Yee. I'm very happy. I was earlier. I was literally because I was hoping to get the kills in the combat. I was setting up the new weapon by like customing it on D&D Beyond. So I just made it. I just finished it there, and didn't hit well, but I rolls and naturally an extra D4 or extra piercing damage on top of my damage.
I thank you all for what you have done. Enjoy your dinners, and a special guest will temporarily join us, not for dinner, but for thanking you as well for this information that I've just shared with him. A projection comes in of a old man that you recognize from scrolls and paintings. It is Emperor Kishimoto.
Immediately bow down.
And dropped him a knees.
He does a small bow to you back. Thank you very much, all of you. You have done very well in this battle. And for there, I thank you. I will say, with bad news, that we now know that 4 fleets are coming to attack us. That I cannot send reinforcements to your island, but I must put my own troops on my island. For that, as Emperor, I am sorry. But I will, as a thank you to all of you, give you permission to take the advanced trials of lessons.
Oh,
That sounds nice.
Should you succeed, you shall either become much stronger or far more intelligent.
awesome.
Before we do that, I must tell you that me and Lord Shimada have decided to activate the Thunder Towers. Our hope is that the Thunder Towers will cause such a large storm that it will damage a part of the Sindori fleet, and that whatever invasion force they have that arrive here will be fairly weakened due to the storms of our island. But with that said, the Thunder Towers make many problems as well. They cause teleportations to not work properly outside of the island, and long-distance messagings around the island, further than the islands, will also be stopped. All that you know, we will activate the Thunder Tower in most likely one more day. I'd have to inform everyone. Now let's enjoy. I am actually very sad that I cannot enjoy this food as a projection. As he starts laughing and slams his belly. This looks delicious. So how it works with the trials is you can play a game of dragon chess against Kishimoto, and if you win, you get a +1 to your intellect, or you can train the secret form 15 with Sensei Iwata Toin, and if you succeed on that, which is a high skill attack roll, then you get a +1 to your strength as in your score.
Those two options, right? What was it?
So for this increase, does it increase your maximum along with this
No.
of the score? Okay, because gotcha. I just wanted to double check. I'm still down. I'm 100% down for the strength test.
All right, then you must roll a proper attack roll. You get one roll, and that roll has to succeed a 25.
Oh, let me
Ooh.
see if there's any way to
Give yourself
Make-
advantage.
this for myself. I don't think I do.
Are we all going to be doing this? I can
You
give
can
us
pick
all
one of the
something.
two.
If we're all doing something within the hour, I can give us all enhanceability for something, but we would all have to do something within the hour.
Yeah, it's unfortunately for the strength thing. It's an attack roll, so enhanceability wouldn't
I
affect
suppose
that.
help would work here.
Oh well, you know what? Live and live. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Actually, the
Help
help action works against the
Yeah,
attacks
help
all the
action
time.
would work. Yeah,
May I bless
Alright.
him?
Oh great.
yeah. Do you may?
Give you
Shoot,
the
if
help
you're gonna.
action. Here's
Yeah,
my
if you guys
help
go for
action
that.
roll. Oh, fuck! Sorry, I hinder you instead.
No. The help action for an attack roll is just I do the help action and they have advantage. It's not a skill
Yeah,
check.
not a skill check.
Oh, lucky that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. So Haru is casting Bless, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I guess I'll make this attack. I'm gonna do a big bite.
And you made
Thank
it.
God for Bless, dude.
So you get a +1 to your strength score.
I get nothing out of increasing my strength score. Sorry, I'll go for the chest just because it'll make it an even number.
Mm-hmm. And you have to do a dragon chess game against him. His DC is also 25.
That's not happening.
You can do it. Do you have proficiency in dragon chess?
Nope.
All right, then you can either do an intellect check or you can cheat and do a dex check.
I will not cheat against the Emperor. I'm not going to succeed in intellect check. I'm going to spend the entire game chatting about my village. And I know I'm going to lose.
You could roll a natural 20, eh? They would still succeed. See? There you go.
I just do non-stop talking about the welfare of my village. I
He is
tell them
very
about.
interested.
I tell them about the new samurai I recruited to help train the peasants with the spear because I had to recently chop someone's arm off for self-defense. I tell him.
He looks very
I tell-
sad about it. It is always horrible when someone must be punished for a good deed.
I have ensured that those that were with him and that he defended know that they are indebted to him and his honor for such deed.
Good
Hopefully,
for
he
you.
is taken care of well. I
When the
tell him
man will
about
be reborn, he will certainly be reborn a great samurai one day.
yes, yes. I also tell him about the two elves that are staying in my village, and the horrible thing they did to me by taking me on what they call a roller coaster. But they have also helped us much with the Zombokto, so they have my hospitality for as long as they wish it.
Ah, well, I don't hope that they think I am a green man, though. Points at his clothing.
Exactly. I think they would love to meet you if they ever get the chance.
They sound like lovely girls.
Definitely. And with that, I managed to beat him at Dragon Chess somehow.
Yeah. Alright. Then for Kuma and Haru.
For the attack one, can I do that with a bow?
Yeah.
Okay. We just because only the two options, the intelligence and the strength, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna succeed the other one even with a dexterity because I'm not proficient in dragon chess, sadly. So I will attempt to make the attack roll with an extra d4 because I was blessed, I'm assuming.
I think that thing took more than a minute, maybe, and I am
Yeah.
out of level 1 spell slots.
Well, no, I'm assuming like we would have been
Alright.
going right after each other. I'm assuming
No,
that thing would have happened.
There's going to be more than a minute between the trials. So,
You know what?
unless you...
I will
I do
channel
have-
divinity to harness divine power and get a spell slot back, but that's eating into my other
Mhm.
resources.
I do have enhance ability. I can cast that if either of you need.
That would
Okay.
only work for the Dragon Chess trial.
Okay, so I will not take the d4. I guess I think that's why I'm confused. I'm not sure because
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
There's more
if
than a
it's like-
minute passes between the two
No,
attempts.
Okay,
I'm
That's okay.
going to channel divinity to harness divine power and give you bliss.
You don't have. I was more just confused on exactly what was going on, but sure, I'll take it. Okay. So I will attempt the trial. Can I also cast my own spell to help me in this?
Sure thing.
Sure. I'll just put a Zephyr Strike on to give myself advantage as well. 26.
Success. So you get a +1 to your strength score.
Nice. I
And
will
you are now
die in the meantime.
dead.
Yes, I'm editing my sheet in a way.
And then the last one for Haru.
Yeah, I will sit down to play a friendly game of chess with him.
Alright. DC 25.
And by friendly, I mean I will apply all my buffs I possibly can.
Guided yourself. Enhance ability.
And then I'm going to use a 6th level spell slot for enhance ability. I could hit 5 people with this to do that. That's why I said if I could upcast enough people, I could get it, but I'm just going to do it for myself for intelligence. And I am proficient in Dragon Chess because I had to pick a gaming set, and I knew of no others that would work for this area. So advantage, guidance, and Dragon Chess with intelligence.
Or with Dex if you want to cheat.
No. I mean, I have another character that absolutely would, but no.
And that is a success with the DC 25.
That guidance and bless have been saving all of us.
Giving you a +1 to your intellect score.
Awesome. Raises me up to an even number.
Very well done, everyone. You have completed the trials. You are true worthy samurai. Have the golden dragon bless you. And now I must take my leave to... He looks at Aru.
Pardon me, my lord, but I possess the ability to reach out over great distance to communicate with people. Which of your noble lords would you like for me to reach out to as we find information?
You cannot, when the tower is activated, you cannot communicate outside of your island anymore. But keep Lord Anzu Shimada here known to all the information. He is the leader of your island, and he should know as much as possible, says the Emperor. Now I must take my leave. My sons and I must get ready to defend the island. Prepare the armies, summon samurai. Goodbye, as the Emperor disperses.
I love that man.
He asked many questions about your village.
I answered with all of them with gusto and honesty.
I think our game though was very much dead quiet. It was one of those of like two people that were very much into the game more than any other part of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, as Lord Ansu sits, I must ask you to fulfill a new task for tomorrow.
Yes, whatever the task requires, we will do so.
Now that we know the dragon threat is coming first, we must prepare for the dragon threat and defeat them. I ask you to travel to the north to this island of our island and to deal with the dragon threat. But you should not do this alone. It is a dangerous task. I have prepared a chest full of platinum for you to hire the golden blades. These are the best running samurai on our island. They can help you defeat, hopefully, the dragon threat that is coming. Travel towards them. Here is their camp. Their leader, Kensei Nabamura, is a good friend of mine. With this chest of platinum, he will certainly be willing to help you. Now, I think you must all rest, enjoy the comforts of my keep, and drink lots of sake. I have this special bottle here, and Gia, you recognize it. It is was a bottle of sake from like 3 years ago. That was one of your best batches that your village made.
Nice.
I would love to share that bottle with you.
Ha! Saka!
I will even replace it when we're done.
Probably have like 2 spares in your house for
If you'd
special
be so
occasions.
if you'd be so kind to pour it into this very specific little, there is
Of
very much
course.
shake up. Yeah, I know you're talking in my cup.
I have that 5 platinum bottle of sake that we stole from what's her name? Kodashi, her name. I forget her name.
Maya?
But we stole a
Kobayashi.
Kobayashi. There it is. Thank you. Stole a 5 platinum piece of bottle of sake from her place, and I'll share some of that around with the daimyo, since I rarely ever get to meet this guy.
Ah! As the night goes on of a long celebration, that is where we'll end today's session. Y'all get a long rest.